All right, all right, all right. We are live. You know what? I forgot to pull up this little comments on the side. Let me get this real quick. Let's make sure that all right, you're on with us. We appreciate you coming on. We got Sylvia in the house. We got Epi in the house.
Hello.
We got Carlos.
Yo.
Yo. So you know the way we always get going, you can see that we have an open seat. And that open seat is her name is Danielle Torres. She goes by the Queen of Corpus Christi comedy, right? Comic. She's actually we actually met her like a while back. Remember that? So we were like, I remember exactly where we were at. Oh, we were at the studio.
Yep. She came out in our video, La Loteria.
Oh, yeah, yep, that's
she
right.
came out in our video.
Yeah, she came out in the video. Man, I mean, she said one day, she said, I'm gonna go do some open mic comedy, and we're like, well, we'll back you up. Let's go. And of course, Sylvia with the woman power, she's all, let's go. We're going. We're going.
Heck yeah.
We're there. Oh my God, man! That since that day, I've been a fan. I've been a big old fan, and that was like her first time just even think about doing comedy. It was like, what the world? It was like,
and then you told me, hey, we're gonna play at Kingsville, and it was at Kingsville, right, or Rivera?
Yeah, but at that point, dude, she was ready.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw her, and amazing.
Yeah, so
amazing.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, guys. If you're on with us, you know, just say a little hi on the side so we can know that you're on with us. I haven't checked on here real quick. Let's just see, make sure it's going. If you can hear us and you can see that we're live, if you could just comment, just want to see that you're on there. But yeah, let's get this thing going. I mean, I think we're ready for this. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's
we're ready to go.
Let's
go
do
it.
this. Are you recording already? This is the hottest. I got all the juices. Yeah, baby.
Atomic Talk, where we talk about
You all bark, no bite. You fucking just moon me. Corpus Christi, Texas.
where you might be insulted, but we don't care.
All right. Okay, so like I said, guys, we have Danielle coming in already, and she's actually here. So let's bring it down to everybody in the house. Oh yeah, I'm so happy to bring her in here. Let's see which camera we going with. Yeah, this one looks good here. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Can
man.
you hear me? Yeah, I got all this equipment on it.
Yeah, we got Danielle in the house. Oh yeah. Like I said, guys, if y'all are out there, comment with us. We want to, talk with y'all, and you know how we do it. So Danielle, man, you making some big power moves out there, man. I went to your last show, and that one was all girls, and what I remember, it was all girls. I know there was a teacher, there was what was that one girl?
Are you talking about the one we just had in January? The Queen of Corpus Christi Comedy Returns.
Yeah,
that was with Irma Linda Ruiz from San Antonio, Mary Bouquet from San Antonio, Jen de la Fuente from right here in Corpus Christi, and it was hosted by Blake Trevino, and it was an all-woman lineup.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That was good. That
pure
was
women.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Woman power. Woohoo.
Yeah, that one was a good one there. We were cracking. Matter of fact, we took my son that night. Remember?
Oh, did you really?
We took Sally. Sally went with us that night.
Sally was with us.
Yeah, that was so. She left from there. I want to go to every comedy show from here on. Let's do it.
No, that was like my favorite comedians that I've worked with over the years. Jen de la Fuente was really new, and I had just recently seen her. I just recently moved back from like a year in San Antonio.
Yes.
And Jen was just so funny. It was like, I really believe in continuing to encourage and empower female comedians.
That's awesome. That is awesome. We had a lot of fun. They were all so funny, all different and different jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Different.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. Like
they're different approaches to comedy.
Yeah, there you go.
It really is.
But
It's
all funny.
It's just like any other art form. It's all music, but there's different genres of music.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I loved it.
I've been doing it 8 years. So it's been 8 years at least. No, I've known you guys for at least 9 because my baby was a baby.
Yeah. No, you were pregnant.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
were
Really,
pregnant.
when we met?
Yeah.
Yep, you were
Boom.
pregnant.
Yep.
That's right. I remember.
The
Yep.
cat is out of the bag.
She said the cat is out of the bag.
You met me as I was becoming a baby mama. That's what I say. Y'all knew me way back when. That's
In
good.
transition.
In transition, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So, Sylvia, I know you had a couple of questions. I want to touch on like how in this day, I know in the music world, and Sylvia says in the music world that it's very complicated to deal. That the music world is kind of more of a driven men, thing, and the accordion was kind of more driven with the males. And then Sylvia says, coming in with accordion as a female was really, complicated there. How is that as, in the comedy world? I mean, what do you feel? Is it a little struggle? Is it,
Does it compare?
I like to think for Corpus Christi, I was one of the pioneers. I really do. Not just because I'm old already, but because when I started, there was maybe one other girl that came out and she wasn't as consistent as me. Like I went out every single weekend. I would go to the shows. I would help stack chairs. I would be there at every open mic. So it was hard at the beginning. And then because I'm not like, and then even though it was 8 years ago, I still wasn't young. I'm 48 now, so I was 40 just starting.
Yeah.
It was really like I was treated by some of the guys on the scene, like who invited their mom.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
And then they wouldn't talk to me. And there were some people that were running the mic that wouldn't let me sign up, that would tell me that the sign up was closed. Like they just didn't get what I was doing there.
Right.
It was an all dude thing. It was like a young dude thing. And here I was, this divorced single mother. And what the hell did I think I was there doing comedy?
Yeah.
They hadn't heard you before, right?
No. When I
That's
first
why.
started, well, when you first start, you go to open mics and you sign up and you usually just have one or two jokes and you're just trying to get the feel of it, and I had always had an idea that I wanted to do comedy, but I didn't know exactly like how you do that. I watched comedians when I was younger, and I'm older comedians like Billy Crystal, Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg started as a comedian.
Yeah, that's right.
And so my very first memories of comedy shows were like Comic Relief way back in the 80s. And Lily Tomlin, old Saturday Night Live. It's not like now there's Amy Schumer or Ali Wong, for
Right.
instance, Angela Johnson. Now there's these really bigger names, female comedians. But even back then, it was mostly a male-dominated, game.
Right.
And even now, I think men are maybe 3 or 4 to every one female comedian.
Yeah. It's
So if you
still-
go to an open mic and there's 15 comics, chances are, we're really looking good if there's like 4 or 5. And in San Antonio, there's a lot more female comedians than there are even here in Corpus Christi, even now.
So like with that, do you feel like it's harder to get the crowd to say like, hey, I'm gonna go pay for a all girl comedians compared to like all men are mixed? Like, do you feel that it's harder, or do you feel like, because it's all women, or some of the people are not gonna
No,
go toward it? Or
it's easier now. I feel like a lot of women find comedy because their boyfriends or their husbands are into comedy. I can't tell you, like, the shows that I've been on, in particular, like, for instance, I did a show with Steve Trevino, and he's got a great audience, men and women, but
Yeah,
a lot
a
of
great fan base.
a great fan base, and but a lot of their wives that went with their husbands because their husbands is a fan of Steve Trevino.
Yeah.
And when they saw me on one show in particular, so many women were like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't want to come tonight because my husband was making me come, and you were you were so funny. I
That's
could never be
awesome.
as funny as Steve Trevino."
Well, it's
but
because you could relate to the women. The women relate
Mhm.
to you.
Yeah.
And
But
my
once I
jokes
got
are more
'em-
dominant to men, and your jokes are more dominant to women, or vice versa, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I've been to her shows, man. It's just she walks out and it's just like already. It feels like I don't know if it's just I just start laughing. I mean, I'm like.
We're already ready.
I've
to
always
have
had
fun
that
and
problem.
laugh.
She moves the curtain like that, and I'm ready. Oh God, dang it already! And my cheeks are already hurting, and I'm like cracking
I'm so
up,
glad.
and like every time there's a show, I'm there. I want to go support. I want to be there, and that other. I believe she was a teacher out of San Antonio or something.
Irma
like
Linda
that.
Ruiz, yeah.
Yeah, her. We ended up seeing her again a couple of times. Like she was hosting something or she was doing something.
She
and
is
she's
a mover and a shaker in
Yeah.
the comedy business.
She's a hustler.
She's a hustler, man. It's bien chingona. As a matter of fact, that's her brand, is a Chingona comedy
Nice.
show.
Oh.
So she doesn't just do the Chingona comedy tour, which I've been on. She does a Teacher's Gone Bad comedy tour. Look her up, Mind Twist comedy. She's always got something going on. I think now she's got a new series called The Gross Girls of Comedy.
Yeah.
And I like that because that's kind of like for the younger girls.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference in comedy. I feel like if you're an older woman or you're a younger girl or a younger woman.
It's like he said, what we're going to be able to relate to, what's going on in our life, I think, in that moment.
I think I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a senora comedian. Like, you know what
Well,
I
I'm
mean?
right there with you. I think you're hilarious. so.
You actually
You're for
got
me.
somebody on here commenting on here saying my favorite baby mama.
Woo, woo. You know,
Ariana.
that person doesn't.
Rihanna.
Oh, great. I like it. She definitely doesn't owe me child support. Her dad might, but she doesn't.
Damn it.
So I mean that is so cool. I mean, like I said, I mean it's like one day you said I'm gonna go do this open mic, and I'm nervous. And I mean I was there that day, and I
Yep.
remember you telling me I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can do this. I said we'll be there. We'll be there. It was downtown on the Mesquite, I believe. Mesquite.
Pizza.
It
Mesquite
was.
Pizza?
It
Oh,
was.
Mesquite Pizza.
And
yeah.
you're
was.
all like, I don't know what you're doing. And we showed up, and your sister was there. Your sister was
Yeah,
there.
there was
We-
a couple of people there
Yeah,
that showed up to
there's-
support me. It was great.
But I remember us going in, and then we're there, and then, oh my God, I told her, I said, oh yeah, she got it. She's
You're a natural.
yeah,
Thank you
so much.
she got it. There's no way around that. So like a big deal that like I saw, it was like you spread out everywhere with it. You touch base on like everybody. I mean, it's just so funny.
I get
and-
around. That's
yeah.
what my last baby daddy told me to. I get around. I do. Have you guys ever been to a comedy show here in
Yes,
Corpus?
not your comedy show, but I've been to a
Oh,
comedy show.
well,
Yeah.
thanks. Anyway,
But I will be. At
whose
your
comedy show did you go to here in Corpus?
I can't even remember.
Because you didn't remember. You? No?
I've been to when we played in.
Yeah, he's been to your
What?
comedy
No,
show.
well,
You
The,
were-
la-
you
the
were
last
there.
one I went to was Chingo Bling's comedy.
Oh,
show.
yeah. Well, see then. All right. You know good
So.
comedy.
Yeah, we went to yours. The one in remember we were playing out there in Rivera. You did it for a house party out there. You were one of the comedians, and there was another guy
There's
out
another
there.
guy.
Javi Luna probably was who I was
Yeah.
with.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
I've seen
no,
a lot
no.
of hobby-
No, you
hobby
were
stuff.
with
I've seen his
what's
work.
that? He was an older guy. He was a military guy. He good
Military
friends
older
with Roland. You remember it was the water on the site. It's a house. They were barbecuing.
Yeah, we
a
were in the
bunch
backyard.
of beer, and y'all.
We
A
we
bunch
played.
of beer.
That's every Friday and Saturday night.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
talking about
When we
Orly
played-
Gonzalez, and I was there with Wendell Williams, the
Yes,
one and
Wendell.
only.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, that was a good one.
A
That
lot
was-
of
that's
very
where I saw
talented
you.
comedians. Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
that was so.
that was a good
freaking-
show too.
That was.
Shout out to Orly and Georgina. They really are great supporters of comedy because I am available for private parties.
Yeah,
Happy
for
endings
sure.
guaranteed.
But what is the?
Or just available in general, right?
Listen, this takes a lot of money to get made up. I charge by the pound, baby. I gotta make it.
So the way they could reach out to you, I know that we'll be probably putting some stuff out here in a little bit. They could reach out to you on, I believe it was Instagram. I believe you said you had TikTok, Facebook,
OnlyFans,
OnlyFans,
Feet
Pornhub.
Finder.
Is still going?
Oh, Pornhub's going strong.
Uh,
That was this big, beautiful woman. I mean, I know I don't look like much while I'm sweating in the middle of summer, but you know,
yeah.
a good man's going to be thinking about winter, and I'm like just the right size.
and
Keep you warm.
And I know that when we were talking, I know I've been talking with a lot of people out there, and I've been telling them, they're like, oh, so who's going to be the guest on the show? And I was telling them, well, actually, she wrote a book. This book is a book about single mom's Bible.
It is.
The book is called Single Mom's Bible.
Nope, it's called the Baby Mama Bible.
Oh, Baby Mama Bible.
Because there's a difference.
Ba-
There's a single mother. I think what we refer to ourselves as oh yeah, I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
But you ask the man we had the baby with, and that's just my baby mama.
Ah.
That's just my baby. That's not even my ex-girlfriend. That's just my baby mama. Yeah.
So it's actually is it already out for sale already?
We
Is it-
are working on. I'm in my final draft. I'm trying to raise the money to buy my ISBNs, which is the number that gets assigned to the book in order to be able to sell it.
Okay.
So I'm I'm right in the middle of all of that, and really hoping to have that out ASAP.
And is that going to be like on Amazon? And
I am. I'm going to release it on Amazon. I'm going to be able to publish it and have it in my hand to sell at my shows, because I talk about it now all the time. That's my audience, is
So
women.
you're gonna do like a little book signing place. First
I
stop
hope
should
so.
be La Armada for book signing.
Oh yeah, you see, woohoo! Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
I need a manager.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
That's absolutely, and we're
They'll
making
be
it available
lined
for
up for you.
Christmas, and
Yeah.
baby daddies can buy it for their baby mamas.
Exactly.
Put in a
Just so they
stocking
can learn to
stuffer.
be together. at
Is
the
it going to
end.
be on that iBooks?
I do
'Cause
want to.
I don't really like to read. I just put where it reads for
reads to you.
So you want Alexa
Audible.
to read you?
I do. I want to do an Audible, but I'm gonna use my sexy voice,
you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
especially when I do the baby
Not
daddy
too much.
Bible.
Epi needs to go to the restroom already.
Could you
I
notice?
charge for that too, sir. But yeah, I'm real excited about that. I really feel like that's one of the reasons why I've been in comedy for such a long time, because you could do this and do shows and kind of go every different place and try to get into an audience, but at some point you stop yourself and you're like, man, what are you doing? Why are you still doing this? 8 years later, you could have had a decent job, you could have a 401k, but here I have been trying to
But
chase
that's
this
the
dream.
thing is we settle.
Yeah.
We get a job. We're here. We don't want to go and exceed and let me try this job maybe, but I'm secure with it. I'm stable with this job, and that's what we do. And so a lot of people like Scott and yourself, you're like, you know what? Let me try this. Let me do this for a little while. Let me try this. Let me keep doing this, and you just keep going. As an entrepreneur, you keep getting bigger and bigger and doing and.
I
showing up.
think when you find your calling too, it's hard to turn away from that. That first night that y'all were there and you saw me do open mic, you got to understand, somebody told me no, I couldn't do that before.
Let me at him.
I really sat across the table from my baby daddy one time, and we were at that same pizza restaurant, and there was a little sign on it and it said open mic, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to do this. And dude really looked at me and said, not while you're with me. Not while you're with me.
Was I there? You should have told
No,
me
no,
something.
you weren't.
That should have been a red flag right there.
I-
Yeah,
Red
but there
flag.
was a lot of red flags. I made curtains out of them. There were so many red flags. But so when I finally did that, it was kind of like empowering to me. Like, this is always something I wanted to do. That guy said, no, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then for all the pieces to fall together, I got off stage that first time and I cried, because it was like everything made sense to me about my life.
Man, like I said, I mean, it was like I saw fireworks. It was like
Yeah.
it was like
There was
instant-
chones going across. Do you remember that? Somebody threw somebody's chones at me while I was on stage.
It
It was the
wasn't me.
very first time.
I don't remember.
Those
It better
weren't
be
mine.
there. I don't remember that.
They
Yeah.
might have been Eppies. They were really
Yeah.
tiny.
I hope it wasn't Victoria's Secret panties. It must have been Lane Bryant.
Torrid, that's where I get mine. That's,
So, do we have any comments out there right now, Sylvia?
So was this book inspired by your baby daddy?
Yeah, I was inspired by all three of them. I have 3 children by 3 different men. And most people wouldn't advertise that, but like, why am I going to hide it? I fell in love 3 different times, and through a consequence of my actions, I got pregnant.
So which one was the main one?
There was no main one. Like, I love to all the men I loved
maybe
before.
you're saying
Look, come
which one
on,
was the
Sylvia, we could do a
longest
duet. I
lasting?
I
could
know,
sing
right?
too.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
The one that made you say, you know what, I'm going to make this book.
You know what? It was actually, I'll give credit to a woman that actually inspired it, because I dated a baby daddy. I dated a man who had been married to a woman for 17 years, and they got divorced. And when they got divorced, I had nothing to do with it. I met him after his divorce was even final, and she hated my guts. And I didn't get it, because like, hey girl, your kids are going to be in my house. Don't you want to be my friend?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if I hate you, I'm going to hate your kids too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't want that.
No, and so
Well, because the kids aren't at fault.
no, they're not. They didn't pick, and they didn't pick me either, right?
Right, exactly.
So
He
I
picked you.
started writing the book kind of as a letter to her, like, hey, how about we agree to not do these things to each other, and how about you understand that I'm going to be here and we should work together. And then that kind of just took on a humorous. So I've had 3 baby daddies. I've had to deal with them each differently. They're all different in their own wonderful ways. And the things that I learned, I put into 10 commandments, like thou shalt not slash tires, you know? And it really comes from that. I want women to understand, like, even though this is how we feel,
True
that
story,
feeling
my
passes.
baby mama did that.
Did she? See?
Yes,
She didn't
yes.
read my book, that's why.
That,
I
that's-
wrote a song about that.
You see,
La tóxica.
now right?
Yeah.
so
Because
what's the ninth one then? Let's see if that one happened.
is honor the father. Honor the father, because
That
I think
hasn't
that
happened
in
either.
all of the big picture is that you're still part of a team with this person.
Yeah.
And if this person shows up for your kid through physical or financial support, one of the two, right? If you're lucky you got both, great, girl. But if he shows up to be a father or he just sends money, you know what? Don't, and even if he doesn't, don't be talking bad about him in front of your child.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bottom line. That's a
number
golden
one
rule.
priority not to do.
It is.
So I have a question for you. Like your jokes and your comedy and everything, is that all written like by you, or is that written, you have writers? Or I mean, I know
could afford writers.
your levels, like, has moved up, like, so
She can't even afford gas right now, much less writers.
Listen, what happens is on the first of the month, I get some food stamps, and then I'm able to like exchange that for drugs. No, a lot of times writers will get together with other people, other comedians, and you kind of bounce ideas off of each other, and something will come of that. There have been a comedian in particular that I'll work with, and we'll talk about, this is what's going on in my life. Maybe it's the same like songwriting, like, hey, this is what's going on in my life.
Exactly.
So like I have this series of jokes about my son and dating a white girl. And when I was sitting together with my really good friend, Javi Luna, from that, he wrote some jokes for me that I still use that are still freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Javi is one of the best comedians I've ever known. And beyond being able to perform, his writing ability is just unmatched.
That's awesome.
He also is on the Chingo Bling tour.
Right, yeah, I
And-
see that.
Oh yeah, I know that guy, man. Matter of fact, it's crazy because the way I met him actually was my son and my daughter went to school. Well, was a student for his wife.
Oh, okay.
For his wife, and like that's how.
No,
That's
I
how
didn't
we-
want it, like he's got a secret
like, wait a
identity.
minute.
Wait, like he's got a secret identity, and we don't like anybody to know.
No. His wife was here, and then I saw her one day. I'm all like, "Hey, that's the." And then I saw him come out. I was all like, "Hold on, you're not supposed to know comedians. You're supposed to be this." When I was younger and smaller, I didn't think teachers would come out of their house. So like, I went one time to HEB, and I was all like, Mom, that's my teacher right there. And she's all like, okay. And I'm all like, no, like the one in my class, like
What is
that's
she
my
doing
teacher.
here?
She's all like, yeah, she got to get groceries, son. I'm all like, no, like, what is she doing? And I went over there and looking at her basket, like, what is she buying? And it was just like, I saw like a superstar for some reason out in public. And, then I got older and I would see like, another teacher in the clubs and stuff. I'm like, what the world? This is so weird. But yeah,
Your
I know.
PE coach was at the club, and you're like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a teacher at Cheetahs one time.
What the heck?
Oh,
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Wait, was she a stripper?
No, it was a guy teacher.
Oh,
He was
guy teacher.
he
He was,
he was
a
tipping.
customer.
He was
yeah,
tipping.
customer.
All right, so Sylvia, you want to just read these real quick for us? We'll throw them on the screen up here.
Yep. Let me see if I can find.
It's up here on top.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rosalita, me gusta mucho su música y me gustaría que suban más.
Woohoo!
That,
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
That is on the Imagen, the YouTubes and the Imagen Facebook. So
Okay,
they're seeing
cool.
your-
Thank you,
seeing
Rosa.
there.
Thank you so much.
And then we have, of course, we already did Ariana, and then let's do.
He said the Bucky's blanket.
Hey,
Gotta represent.
We're representing here.
well, I'm gonna go to Mexico and get that Bucky's from Mexico.
And then we
Bookies.
got.
Bookies, Bookies too.
Have y'all seen the Whataburger?
That Guada burger.
Whataburger.
So we have
Ray Reyes, those bumps in your road made your show and your book stronger. So
Ojalá.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. So actually, if you don't mind, I wanted to like put a little clip of one of your shows on here so
Oh, okay.
they can check it out. I think I can get this going. Y'all check it out, guys. I want to see y'all's response to this, and where is this actually?
Oh, so this clip is going to be from the last show we just did at Lazy Beach Brewing, Southside, Corpus Christi.
Okay, cool. And that was this past week.
It was just this past weekend. It was outside. It was a great audience that was out there. The staff was amazing. And I did the show with a couple other comics here from Corpus Christi. And actually, my next show coming up is August 25th at Panacea off of Everhart.
Everhart and where at on?
I think it's like Everhart and
Yeah,
McCardle.
it's Everhart and McCardle. It's
Oh, okay.
right next to the realtor shops and stuff like that. Where the old Selena
Mi
boutique was.
tiendita.
Oh,
Oh, that's where
Oh,
the
okay.
Selena boutique was?
Yeah, it was right next to it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Oh
know.
next
wow!
door.
You see,
I know
Yeah.
that area.
So I better buy my tickets now because after this podcast show, it's gonna go
Yep.
crazy over there.
We're going to hope. And listen, y'all are going to get me on sale that night. My tickets are only $10.
What?
You can hit me up, slide in my
Guys,
DMs for some
Guys,
tickets.
I'm not even kidding. Like $10 to go see the show. I promise you, you will be cracking up. Okay. So if you're gonna take somebody on a date,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the thing to do.
Yeah, that's.
If you want to take somebody just to crack up, this is the thing to do.
And it's a BYOB.
Even if they want to get lessons on how not to be that baby daddy.
Hey,
Yeah,
there you go.
there you
See,
go.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
promise you. Look for these tickets. I get a hold of her. We will be. Actually, I might be able to post it on here. Let's check out this video real quick.
In the middle of a fucking heat wave in South Texas. I'm sweating so much I lost a chin just walking from the car up here to the state. Jesus Christ.
That
Yeah.
wasn't even a joke. That was just like a commentary on life.
Yo, that was like the truth.
Yes.
That's
Which
actually-
comedy
that's
is
actually
a
what
lot.
happened,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but it is those things. That's what makes you relatable as a comedian. Is you're taking these, my struggles being a mom, being a single mom, and things that maybe I didn't think were funny. Like when my daughter really asked me, "Why do we all have different last names?" It's funny to talk about it now.
Yeah.
At the time, I was so upset. Like I was mad. Like, damn, bitch, why are you so smart? I just.
Yeah, I can.
You
see
need to
that.
stop going to school.
See, that's the
Yep,
time to
yep.
homeschool.
And
Yes.
she was all in pre-K.
Dang it.
So the show, the one you have coming up, August. What was it again?
August 25th.
August
I believe the show starts at 8:30. But like I said, Cabrona Comedy, Danielle Torres, hit me up. Tickets are $10.
Okay.
And it's not just me on the show. We're going to have Devin Benish from San Antonio, Blake Trevino from right here in Corpus Christi. Oh, gosh, I'm going to just kill myself because I
Off the
can't
top
remember
of
who
your
else is
head.
on. Like, off the top of my head.
I did it on purpose.
I really like. So don't ask me to name all my baby daddies either because I won't remember them. But Devin for sure, Blake for sure, me for sure, and then everybody else. I don't know. Everybody else is going to be great too. It really is
And
a
more
great
people.
and more people and friends.
So is this going to be $10 pre-sale? Or is it $10 at the door?
I think it's just $10. Come and get
Off
it.
the board.
I'll take it to you.
Is there going to be any VIP, any like reserved tables?
I
or-
don't believe so, but
Bottles.
I mean,
I would like to reserve a table.
Yeah, we'll have to bring that up because we like to sit in the front.
we'll
Yeah,
see. Boom.
I want y'all talking mess about me. I want to
There you
be.
go.
I want to be all bougie.
He likes to be the target.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, but yeah,
But
so that-
definitely hit me up for tickets, and we will actually deliver them to you or put you on the list. So as you come in, it is BYOB. You kind of bring your own chair, bring your own beer. There will be food on hand by the one and only gourmet Jorge, which, man, that dude makes some really great food. And some of it's going to be CBD infused. Like, dude makes CBD infused salsa. So, like, you might have been hungry, but now you're satisfied and you're happy.
see, but
And then you're hungry again.
And you're relaxed. Yeah, and then you're hungry again. Right?
no, but you also got CBD, and you're at a comedy show.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
dang.
God.
You don't want to miss
Best
that.
crowd.
You don't
Yeah,
wanna
that's
miss that.
Double whammy.
Whoa, that's like going to a foam party.
You're probably going to eat a lot and then laugh so much you're going to throw it up, so you're going to have to eat more. You know what I mean?
And then then Panacea also does like CBD desserts.
Oh wow,
So, yeah.
will there be alcohol there or
You can
BYOB.
BYOB, so
Oh,
you can bring your own.
BYOB? Oh,
yeah, bring your own boy, bring your own bitch. Either one.
Bring your own baby mama.
There,
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go.
No?
There you go.
And if you don't have one, you might be able to find one that night.
You might.
Yeah.
Like, don't stand too close to me because I get accidentally pregnant a lot.
3 kids later, we noticed.
So, what is something that you're looking forward to, and like, I mean, where there's no stopping, but where is your foundation where you're saying like, man, I made it here, and I'm comfortable here, or what is it? that
My
you're like-
goal-
I made it. I got
My
it.
goal is $10,000 weekends, and that really may be too low because that's all I've
You mean weekends like the 3-day weekend, or you mean Saturdays?
like a 3-day weekend.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
and again because like I'm always saying to God, like, please just let me win the lotto. I'll be a nice millionaire, like I'll share money. So like, I'm not greedy, right? $100,000 weekends would be nice, but $10,000 weekends, those would be nice too. I'm not trying to be in that big tax bracket where I got to pay half of my income. So, I want something like reasonable.
It's kind of like when you go to the slot machines. I don't want to win the mega. I just want the major. You know what I mean?
I don't want to be greedy with it. There's enough of this to go around, obviously.
And what about
You're not lying, girl.
what about somebody who you would want to do a show with? It's like one of your role models. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, somebody a superstar that, like, you just, oh my God. I mean, I want
Like,
to do that.
that you get nervous around, that starstruck.
I've worked with a lot of comedians through the years. I've been very, very lucky. I've had a great education in comedy. And so I've worked with Mike Epps,
Wow.
Carlos Mencia, Nate Bergazzi, D.L. Hughley. Marlon Wayans was just
Yeah,
here.
he was here.
Oh, yeah.
April Macy's one of my favorite female comedians I've ever seen live. I know I'm forgetting people. Oh, my favorite. I'll tell you who was my favorite. I'll tell you right now who's my favorite. How could I forget? The one and only Mr. Felipe Esparza.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
oh my
I love
God.
him.
That
The
guy's
fattest
hilarious.
vegan I've
You-
ever met in my life.
Oh,
Dude
he's
is
vegan?
chubby, but he's vegan.
What?
And
I
it was
didn't know
like,
that.
yeah, it
How
was.
do you get like that with no meat?
Yeah, but
So you actually like sat down and done.
Man, yeah. I haven't performed with him. So I haven't been on a stage with him.
Yeah.
It was very early in my comedy career. And as a matter of fact, it was Javi Luna. We blame it all on him. And we were at the venue and somebody needed to go pick up Felipe and his feature and bring him back. And I'll never, ever forget the story. Never. If Javi Luna's watching, he knows that this is true. The guy looks at me. Javi looks right at me and says, I need somebody to go pick up Felipe. Don't embarrass me.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God! He already knew what
So
was
mad.
coming with that.
And I was so just impressed by him because he's the funniest guy. If you've heard his story, it's phenomenal how he is really like his story is amazing.
Yeah.
Like
I actually follow his podcast.
so.
Freaking
I mean,
funny,
he's just a naturally funny guy.
Yeah.
Actually, he's gonna start to follow our podcast.
Hey, woo, woo.
There you go.
Might as
And
well.
I was so bowled over just being in his
Presence.
right.
Yeah.
The guy comes down. He's staying at the Best Western, and he comes down. And as he gets down off of the elevator, he kind of like does this thing with his hair shake. And I was like, oh my God! It was,
You got pregnant.
Prince Charming.
She got
Damn
pregnant.
it.
You know what I mean? So-
and then all I could do was be mean to him. Like he gets in the car, and I'm like, well, they told me you were better looking. I mean, I'm like, why did I do that? Why?
It was an instinct.
Yep.
Man.
And that's what I think too. I mean, like, if I run into somebody, I'm a big fan of like Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Law and Order, and all them. And there's one person who makes all those shows. What's his name?
Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf. I think honestly, I would probably freak out if I ever met him. I'm not a person who for directors or anything like that, but he just made every TV show that I actually watch. There's not a TV show that he's made that I don't watch. That is so like, if I'm watching the TV show, I know already who made it. That's so weird. I don't really even watch too much TV, and those are the ones that it's so crazy. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I think I would be
Same reaction with
I'll
Dick Wolf.
be-
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to say. Like right now, I'll be like, what?
I think maybe I felt like that with Chingo Bling too. And then I had the privilege of working with the great Willie Barcena. If you don't know who that guy is, you've got to go look him up. Willie Barcena. And he's like an old school comedian, and he has had just a really great career. Juan Villarreal out of Houston too. I get around those guys who have been in it for such a long time
Yeah.
Yeah,
and been
that's-
at it. You do feel like,
Talking about old school, Loco, Happy the Clown.
oh yeah. You know what? And I'll forever regret, because I met Happy. He came and he did like some time for us during a Christmas party, and somebody told him I did comedy, and he says, "Hey, well, send me your stuff." And I said, "Oh, I'm not ready yet." And he says, "Well, there you go." And he said, some advice: never tell anybody that again.
Yeah.
And he's right. I should have never
Yeah.
said I'm not
That was
ready.
an opportunity
Yeah,
right there.
I
Yeah.
should have said absolutely. But I think that came from when you first kind of start in comedy. There's no real like, oh man, you're so funny, you should keep going, unless they're your friends. When you first start in comedy, it's almost like they kind of beat you and jump you into this gang, right?
Yeah.
You're nothing, you're nobody. Let's beat you
Yeah,
up
let's
and
put it
see
down.
if you're
So
gonna
you
come
got
back.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a friend of mine. Well, he was a kid, right? And he wanted to be into boxing, right? And he would tell me, "Hey, I want to get into boxing." And I said, "All right, I'll get you into boxing." I bought him a punching bag and gloves. I bought him all like to get started, right? So I have a friend that he's a boxer, right? And I told him, "Hey, dude, there's this kid that he wants to get into boxing. You don't mind training?" He's like, "No, I don't mind training him, but we'll find out if he's a real boxer when he does his first sparring." So we went to Baltazar, and he did a spar, and he kind of like, oh shit, like it got real
Yeah.
when he got hit, at sparring, like just doing this, like no, when he got actually in the ring and sparred with somebody, and he told me, you'll find out if he's really gonna want to keep on, and he did it. It hurt
In
him.
comedy, it happens your first bomb. So you can go up, and when a lot of comedians first come out, like they invite, just like I did, I invited you guys, right? You invite your friends, you invite your family, and of course they're going to laugh because it's you.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're really in it until the night that those people don't show up. And you go do your jokes and nobody laughs. And it hurts, like on this physical level. You're like, man, what do you mean I'm not funny? If you survive that and you come back the next mic, you're done, dude. You're done. There's no way. There's no going back. Your brain will never go back to this. I was a comedian. What was my life like before? Like I can never go back to. This is why I have such a hard time finding a job.
Yeah.
Like, how do I put all this behind a desk? Hi, thank you for calling ABC Company. How can I help? Like, I'm the fucking queen, bitch. Just pay me to show up. I'm
Yeah.
here, the personality. No, I mean, it just, you can never, it's probably like being a musician.
Right, yeah.
How do you go and, work at South Texas Beef Company after that? you know?
Yeah. No. It's like you've always been a comedian. It's just now you're doing it in front of people, type of thing, I think.
Yep.
So,
You just can't go
And
back.
you're getting
Yeah.
paid to make people laugh.
You don't always get paid. You don't
Yeah,
always get
sometimes.
paid. This is, I imagine.
So I've been giving free services this whole time.
You don't, and I guess it's just, there's probably so many similarities between the comedy business and the music business.
Yeah.
I met you guys when I was working at Hacienda Records,
Right.
and I was such a big fan of your music and who you guys were as a group, and absolutely in a male-dominated industry, you guys continue to shine all the time.
Thank you.
Comedy, when you come into it and you're a woman, it's almost like you have to prove yourself that
Yeah.
you're funny. You show up as a woman, like this last show, Lazy Beach Brewery, right? I walk up and men look at me and
Like, let's see what you
I'm
got.
just this, no, because they just immediately dismiss me. I'm just this
Yeah.
overweight
Yeah.
woman who, is there a hamburger sale? What this woman's doing here, right? They really just don't even register me in their mind.
Right.
I'm not young, I'm not skinny, I'm not beautiful. But the minute they see me on stage and I've made them laugh, nobody, oh girl, come here, let's take a picture together. Oh, let me
Right.
squeeze you.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Hold on. Did you just say let me squeeze you?
Oh yeah, they do all the time. They want to squeeze this Charmin. But, I mean, it's because I'm basically selling it on stage. I mean, one of my jokes is about how, smart men, they're planning for the winter already. I know I sweat a lot right now, but come the winter, I'm like a survival package right here. So, after that, the men want to, oh man, I'm starving. God, la chingada. Set it down.
Hey, I do want to interrupt our thing here for a little bit. I don't know if y'all just heard it, but the original Raúl Riz from Los Campeones just passed away.
Oh.
And guys, I mean,
Condolence.
this is like one of our main hard hitters in Corpus Christi. I mean, he's the original Los Campeones. I mean, a big, our condolence going out to his family and to, the fans of his, because I mean, a lot of people love Raúl Riz and Los Campeones.
He's a
we're-
pioneer in the
Where our
industry.
condolence from Imagen and condolence from my family and condolence from
Mhm.
everybody. If you're any of the Campeones family are listening, we're very sorry. Just wanted to touch base on that real quick. But God, man, she brings back a lot of.
Well, because this was when I met y'all, Hacienda Records was still going pretty strong.
Yeah.
And this had really been the birthplace of, I don't know about birthplace, but it was like the Tejano, Nashville, kind of, this was where that Tejano sound started, was right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just brought up something for us. His Hacienda building haunted. Was that building haunted?
Yes, sir.
What did
Yes,
you see?
sir,
What
it
what
was.
happened in there? 'Cause
Okay, so we worked in the back part of the building. Like, you walked in, and then there was a second story. I went up in that second story, and in Texas, it's hot. A second story is going to be hotter than just about anywhere because heat rises, and it was always very cold on that second floor.
Wow.
Now, you go through, and the studios were always spooky, and then there were 2 bathrooms off to the side. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And we would be in the office, and you could hear literally somebody knock on, and you'd turn everything off. You'd turn everything off. Did you hear that? You'd go, you'd make sure that the door was closed. You could walk back over there. 5 minutes later, the door was open.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I'd
it was
freak out.
always something there.
I knew it.
So I wonder
Yeah,
if it
it
wasn't
was.
like musician ghosts or
We
even
thought it was the
before?
owner. We thought it was the owner. He
maybe,
had,
yeah.
and for me, my experience happened when Roland had like already passed away. So it made sense that somebody who loved somewhere so much, or that was so much a part of his life.
him, yeah.
But maybe it was also other musicians that I firmly believe
Overdose.
They went to go collect their last earnings or something, right?
The royalties.
their
Yeah,
royalties.
their
Yeah,
royalties.
that's more like
I
it.
need to collect my royalties, please.
Hey, that building's tore down already, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I wonder where the ghost went now. Because I don't have nowhere.
They probably crossed the street to that doctor's office right there.
No, but wasn't there like a curandera right across the street
Oh yeah, there
for a
was.
long
crossover,
time? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it went over there.
Over there. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
that, what is that Potter Coffee or something right there across the street?
Oh, now it's a coffee muggle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
So I used to, when we would go, she'll be recording. They would go record. We'll get there like at 8 in the morning, and they'll be done like 2
8
days.
the next morning.
2 days later. So I'll be asleep on the sofa part when they're in there recording, and I don't understand how
I
they
actually
can
got
go.
a picture of you
Yeah,
there.
I don't know how they can go, keep on recording and recording and recording, and I'm like, I'm crashed out. I wake up. I'm like, y'all not done yet? It's literally the same song. You know that one movie where he's it's the same cut. How
La
does it-
Bamba.
Yeah, La
What
Bamba.
was it?
50
Well,
But you guys didn't use any kind of auto tune, am I right?
No.
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 Which was
Oh.
why it required so many takes. If you use auto tune, the one take, boom, it's done. They can
Yeah.
fix it all with auto tune. I don't know
Well,
who's
we need a lot of
producing you
help.
guys.
So
But you guys were one of the most professional bands that I had seen go in there, do the work, and get out.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else kind of like camped out, brought the beer, brought the drugs,
brought the goodies.
brought the
Yeah.
girlfriends.
Well, we brought food.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
our
so-
goodies. So we ate a lot over there. So.
So, with the, I know you said you had the August 25th coming up, which is what day was that? A Friday or Saturday?
It's a Friday night, Friday, August 25th. And then I'll do Saturday night, September 3rd in San Antonio. Oh, I think it's called the Southtown Comedy Club. But look up Michelle Cantu. It's like my comedy, Mija's Communion. Michelle Cantu is up and coming comedian, super fantastically funny. I am so pleased to have met her. And I like to think somewhere along the way, I inspired her. She came to see the show when I was on Irma Linda's Chingona show at Laugh Out Loud in San Antonio. And she came up to me after the show, and she was just so full of happy enthusiasm. Oh my God, I'm so glad to meet you. I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy. And I was in the process, like, you take pictures, there's people waiting to buy merch, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, bitch. So just do it. You know, like, what are you telling me for?
Yeah.
I really kind of just brushed her off, like, okay, thanks. Give me your money, move along. And lo and behold, now 2 years later, she's going to be headlining her very own show. I'm super excited to be hosting that for
Wow.
her.
Congratulations going out to her.
Please. And please look her up, Michelle Cantu. So we're real excited.
Michelle
That's so
Cantu.
awesome. Yeah.
And when was this again? In San Antonio?
September
September
3rd in San Antonio.
Saturday.
Cool. Where they find tickets for that one at?
I believe you can look up Michelle Cantu. I don't know. MichelleCantuComedy.com is definitely going to be where I think she's probably got her link tree up.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
very professional comedian. She's learned very, very quickly. I'm so very proud of her.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, here after the podcast is over, I'll go put a couple of links on there.
Please,
Maybe
thank you.
I can y'all can follow Danielle over here, and then I'm put some links on there so they could get a hold of you for your tickets too. I know we will be at that show, the August 25th, which is a Friday.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to go chill with us, we'll be out there checking out the show.
I'm trying to sell
I'll
out.
be there. First timer. So
Oh.
we'll be
First
there.
time.
Oh
yeah.
my God,
You'll love
dude.
it. You
Dude,
will
what-
love it.
Whatever
cherry.
you do, massage your cheeks before you go.
Oh, yeah.
because-
The ones on your face too.
No,
Don't
yeah.
like
Oh.
your nalgas no. Your nalgas no.
She knew exactly what I was going for.
No, it's gonna be a
That's
good
what I
time.
have my life partner for.
Oh, you see, look at so nice. That's what those
Uh,
things. That's what they're good for. I don't know.
We
I'll
got
find one.
Robert on there watching. We got Crystal APEC.
What's
Crystal
up, Robert?
Rose.
Crystal.
Yeah, she
Hey,
did-
she rocked.
Great show the other day.
Sunday,
yeah,
man.
she
Good job,
actually
Crystal.
Tejano singer here in Corpus, and we went to go check her out at it's Ayers Event Center here on Ayers, right? Ayers Event Center, and she did a really good job out there, man.
Yeah.
Great job
It
going
was
out to
nice.
her.
Yep.
She's actually the one that we had last week, and we were telling y'all about the show. If y'all went out there, man, it was a great show.
She did awesome.
Yep.
Shout out
It
to
was
Claudia
It was
Gomez,
packed out there.
Janie
yeah.
Yeah,
Cruz,
it was a full house.
Clarissa Navarro,
Cool.
Sally Smiley are watching.
Conjoined Facebook accounts. Here we go.
Oh,
Saw that.
What's your input on?
Oh gosh.
What,
let's
yeah,
see.
ask
Let's
her.
do this.
What is your
Oh.
input
We-
on
we
conjoined social media accounts?
I mean,
beep.
you know what that is. I mean, if it is because there's a distrust in the relationship.
There you
Yeah.
go.
This bottom line. There's no other way. Especially if a woman wants to put her face right there with her man's, it's a warning to any other woman who
Like,
might be
hey,
scrolling.
he's mine.
Yeah, that's right. This dude is taken. Move it along, bitch. Move it along.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
I totally.
I mean,
agree
because
with you.
I've
And
even
you
seen
notice
driver's
it's
license
always-
with the wife in the picture of the driver's license.
I don't know because he might send a picture with a unicorn in the middle over there. or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Unicorn.
Epi
Hey,
and
hey,
unicorns here. He's majestic, so you really might come up.
Yeah. So your last couple of shows, where's the traveling distance you've gone to? Where's
the
a
furthest I've gone so far was actually when Chingo Bling took me on the road with him for just a couple shows. We went to Waco, we went to Odessa, and one other place I can't remember now. But I've also done the Arlington Improv with the Chingona show as well. So I feel like we've done all over the state of Texas. Where I have not been yet is Laredo and El Paso.
I think honestly Laredo is gonna be your spot.
Oh, you think so?
Oh my God, I think you'll go. I
Oh,
think they
yeah.
will love you in Laredo.
You hear
Oh
that,
my
Laredo?
God.
Call me, book me. I'm ready. I'm ready
We're
to
ready,
go.
we're
We're ready
ready.
to go.
You
And
know-
make sure to pay her.
We need to
and
do
not
like
only in
a
tacos,
comedy
but with
music show. I
That
think
would
is
be
what we
great.
need to
Well,
do that.
actually, did you just said that?
Oh,
you just
okay.
said that. There is a club / restaurant / bar in San Antonio. It is called the Bar. What is it called?
Where we're playing?
Yes.
Oh,
Boosters.
Boosters.
Brewster's. Barn. Man,
I
you
should
can look it
probably
up real quick.
Yeah.
I just talked. He called me and said, "Hey man, I want to do some stuff out here." I said, "I got the person for you." He's all like, "Really? What you got?" I said, "Comedy." And he's all, "Bring him. Who do you have?" And I told him about you, and I told him about Javi, and I told him about Javi, and he's all like, "Let's set it up. I'm ready to
Boom.
do it." He's all, "How about we put Imagen and them with y'all?" And I was all like, "What do you know? That would be like."
It is
Win-win.
because it's like a whole show.
Like a
and
whole
there's
package.
a lot of the whole package. There's a lot of comedians who do that. Who will,
We could-
who, and even musicians. Are you either going to want somebody to warm up your crowd?
Yeah.
It's usually comedy first and then music after. but-
Well, this
We
one's
could
a
have
little
the drummer.
different though.
The
Gonna-
drummer.
Well, this one's a little different though because it's a actual steak house.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like it's an actual sit down and eat steaks and watch a show.
Yeah.
So it's not really like let's go,
Go
dancing,
dancing.
to get on the dance floor. It's more like everybody's sitting and eating a steak and mashed potatoes and baked potatoes and oh my God, the steak is so darn juicy
It
too.
is
Oh my
good.
God.
It's Brewster's Backyard Ice House. is
What's
what
the
it
what's the
okay.
address over there?
It is. I should probably look it up.
Is that what we played the last time?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
one we played at where they had those big old steaks.
Steak,
815
yeah,
Pleasanton
nice.
Road.
815.
815
is that in
Pleasanton.
Pleasanton or this in San Antonio?
San
Oh, it's in
Antonio.
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
It's the Pleasanton Road though, but it's like it's pretty cool though, because on Thursdays it's steak nights and they do music and like just entertainment, and then on Friday and Saturdays everything's outside in the patio and they fit like 3,000 people. In the inside they fit like maybe a couple of hundred people or something. But
so
it's
I've done
real
comedy at a house, in a backyard, at the Trade Center.
Inside the Trade Center.
Inside the Trade Center?
At one of the bars.
Oh, man. No. El Vago. Burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Burgers,
man.
yeah.
That guy was awesome. And that guy just did it like, hey, I want to bring you guys out. Come out
Right.
and entertain people. I'm trying to think. Like, I
Well, actually,
I know you did a birthday party for some teenagers.
my son.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes, that was, oh, man,
You're
that
like,
was early on.
yeah, I remember talking to you beforehand. You're like, let me put something together, and you came with it.
And it's hard to entertain a bunch of kids.
Yeah, you
Like,
did it though.
Just
You-
want to.
Yeah, because we're
Mission
not at the
accomplished.
same level. I mean,
No.
as us that are older, right?
Yeah,
And the
right.
kids are like,
Different
you're not funny.
experiences,
You're not,
different- yeah.
no,
Oh,
no.
they talked about y'all for like weeks.
they
They're all
loved
like,
it. They loved it.
Dad, I think I want to do that again. Because for the last couple of years before that, we did a wrestling ring out here in the front yard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like there was a whole bunch of wrestlers. We brought in Stevie Ray, Booker T. We brought in all these wrestlers out here, and my son was all like, he got in the ring and wrestled with them one time, and we had a couple of other wrestlers. Who did we brought a bunch of them.
I
And
don't
then,
know.
You guys a wrestler family? Like, you like watching wrestling?
When my son was younger, yes, we followed the WWE. We
Yeah,
the whole storyline and everything.
Well, actually, we just me, Carlos, Epi, and
They had a guys'
Smiley,
night.
and my son. We had a little guys' night. And we went to the wrestling here. There was a wrestling at the Valencia, and I don't recall the name of the was it?
I think it was
It
the
was-
Gulf Coast Alliance or something like that.
No, I think it was Victory something. I can't quote exactly what it was, but it was a great show. Man, they had some good wrestling. man.
Luchadors come out.
And one of the most craziest thing you would think, we're all there. We're
Smiley, wrestling is not fake. FYI.
all so we're all
Yeah,
there,
it's
and
not.
and we're checking it out and everything, and the good guy comes out. You're like, yay! And then the bad guy comes out, and you're like, boo. Well, during the whole wrestling, we have a guy with us who's I'm not gonna have fun at the wrestling. I'm not gonna have fun at the wrestling. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Oh, it's fake. It's fake. I don't want to go.
He's shouting the whole entire time, hit the referee, hit the referee. And the referee turns around and says, what did I do wrong? Why are you mad at me for? It was so funny. But at the end of the match, they knocked out the referee.
Oh.
That was the best. He was
Okay.
the loudest one in the arena at that
It was
time.
a scary.
Yeah, he
It was
was
just
shouting,
right here,
screaming.
This guy
That
right
was
here.
me.
Oh, that's it. That was the
I'm not-
beginning and
I'm
the end
not-
of our love story, Epi. I'm so sorry. So two
It's
things.
over.
I'll tell you
Warning
this.
flags, women. Cowboy fans and wrestling fans.
Oh,
Stay
my
away
God, here
from
we
those
go.
two.
Dang.
Which means you're not going to
Wow.
find love in Corpus Christi. I'm sorry, single women, to tell you now.
Well, I mean, you could have at least said you're not gonna find a ring. You know what I mean?
Oh, you see?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
can say that
whoa.
because I'm a Cowboys fan, so I could say that against my own team. You know what I mean? So
So they invited me, right? And I've never liked wrestling, never.
Oh, so there's hope for you. Okay.
yeah, there is hope.
So they
There's
invited me, right? Like, hey, let's go. Like, I'm not gonna have fun. I'm just gonna be there bored, like. Until he finally Scott convinced me. I said, all right, I'll go. It's guys' night. I'll go. I work out of town a lot, so I don't really spend as much time with him as I should. So I went, and
Besides, I'm his
of
best friend
course,
You've been
a
drinking.
little bit.
Now
just a
those
little
men in
bit.
tights kind of get you
Yeah.
excited.
And they were sweaty.
And they were sweaty.
They were showing manteca, So he
And
was
then
so
you were
into
there
it.
with your buddies.
No, exactly.
He's like, wait a minute. what are we talking
Where are you going?
You're like, oh, I'm sorry. That was my
And
fantasy. I'm
then-
sorry.
And then the AC wasn't on, so they had a little bit of fan, so it was a little hot and
Look at
get
that,
ready,
see? The music
Yeah,
came
that was
on.
about me. I'm sorry. You keep saying your story.
So and then Smiley he's not here, but he's like the main.
Wrestling.
He knew everybody. Like,
Did you
oh,
just say
this
he's
guy,
not
this
here?
guy. Well, he's not here with us right now.
Yeah, I know.
Crickets.
Okay, well, anyway. Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
He's not here right now.
So he was there, right? And he was like, he looked bored, like we're here for him. And he's all bored. I'm like, man, I got to hype this up, man. So I started, like,
That is a lie.
You took one for the team. I'm just trying to understand.
What do you mean by that?
He's not agreeing to anything.
No, I
So
kid you
yeah,
not.
it got fun. It was I had a lot of fun. I'm glad I went.
Yeah, it was pretty
So
cool.
I'll go to the next one.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, it was fun.
Awesome.
Smiley said, "I'm here."
Yeah.
Oh, he's here. He's
In
here.
spirit and on
Spirit.
on.
Does he have one of those conjoined?
Yes, you
Facebook
see it there.
accounts?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I'm
does.
sorry. I don't have my glasses on. So what's his girlfriend's name?
His
Sally.
wife, Sally.
Sally.
Sally and
He's
Smiley.
actually our drummer. Smiley's our
Sally
drummer.
and Smiley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
we've questioned the situation there, but
And it gets quiet, right? When
yeah, we just seem to get. I think I'm gonna take another drink. Nah, just kidding, guys.
we like
Yeah.
to pick on them.
See,
a
the
lot.
thing I make fun of is because like you don't know who you're talking to sometimes when you're on social media, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So-
a lot of people
Anybody
just
who's
put, like,
watched
a little
Catfish?
dash or whatever. Yeah. Oh, Catfish is my favorite.
I would think.
Or
No,
the,
and
I
there
only
it's
take
very
face
prominent.
pics.
Her picture. So I mean, nobody could make the mistake.
Well, that's their
that-
daughter.
That's their
That's their daughter.
That's
Oh,
their daughter,
y con más razón. Look at, bitch, he will have to pay me child support if you come after my man. That's what that says right there. That's what that says.
yeah.
He will have less money to spend on you because he will be giving it to me. Nicely played, Sally. Real nice. Real nice.
Yeah. So we touched on the wrestling there. Let's see. What? Oh, you know what? I saw that here in Corpus they're doing a. Well, it's actually going to be in Port Aransas. They're going to do a bike ride.
the bike
thing.
ride on
Yeah,
Friday,
they're-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a motorcycle bike ride or?
No,
Bicycle?
bicycles, and they go ride
Oh.
around, and it's pretty cool. I mean, we did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
Have you guys
that was
done the
pretty-
LED bikes?
Yeah,
That's the one.
that's
Yeah.
Oh man, I
That's
wanna
a
do that.
CC.
Mine's all
LED.
pinked out. I
Yeah,
gotta
she-
charge my.
Yeah,
bikes,
she got
by
the
way.
little Barbie bike now.
Are they renting the bikes or you just go when your bike has the
can.
stuff? You can
can
rent the
rent
bikes.
them.
Whatever
Yeah.
you could pedal, push, or skate on, or whatever,
Yeah,
they
pretty
take
much.
it.
Well,
Really?
actually,
Didn't you say there was a unicycle?
yeah, there
Yes.
was. Well, actually, there was a unicycle, there was skateboard, all that. Then there's also guys running too.
Oh,
Really?
Like,
I didn't
just-
see no.
Yeah, they were running with us, like,
Dang.
and then we'll stop. And
That
So
I
do they
would
got
not
the
do.
neon lights on, like, you know, when you
Wow.
turn the lights off, you're the robot? So that, you know?
And that's a thing here to Corpus Christi, that bicycle culture.
Yeah.
yeah,
It
that,
really is.
Well, we got a beautiful shoreline. I mean, how could you not want to do that? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
but
like,
you know, there's people that live here that never go see the water.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
exactly.
I know.
I'm kind of
So,
one.
I mean, I'm willing to
Are
do
you
the
really?
bike
Yeah.
ride, but I mean, I need to get a bigger seat. You know what I mean? Because a small seat for this big
That's
ass-
how I am. Like I'd go ride a bike, but like, what are the weight limits on this bike? You know?
Actually, saying
Does
that,
it come with an airbag in case I fall off? I'm just asking the important questions here.
I actually bought a
get the
bike.
training
that-
wheels.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you
see.
get a trike. I mean, the trike.
Yeah,
Oh,
tricycle.
man.
Yeah,
And
there's
then-
a few tricycles.
and
out
then
With the
uh,
basket on the back. and
yeah,
pick
there
up
was
a
a
new
bunch of
baby
them right
daddy.
Oh, or at least pull them with you. You
Pull
know
'em.
what I mean? So
Throw my Sancho in the back. That'd be great.
Yeah, that was fun though. I had a lot of fun when we did it.
Sally and Smiley said it's too hot out there. No, it's not.
It
It's
wasn't
actually-
bad, right?
No, it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
actually,
well, because it starts
Well,
at
it's a-
what,
it's a-
7:30.
Once the sun goes down.
Yeah,
it's-
once the sun goes down. I mean, that's all right.
we need to see if we could rent that two-seater, that big one, or the one that
Oh,
you
the one
ride.
where you drank,
Yeah,
like the
no,
bar.
no,
Oh,
no.
you're talking about the. I'll rep them all day. Blue Shore, Shoreline Pedal Bike Bar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Blue
that-
Shore Pedal Bike. I'm gonna
that
say it
one.
right. She's gonna kill
the,
me.
Or the red one.
She's a great
the red
supporter.
one that sits 4 people, and everybody's pedaling.
Oh,
on the, on,
yeah.
Are those the boats?
No,
No,
it's,
no,
it's the
those-
bike, the red
Bicycle?
bikes with the little cover and everything.
Yeah, I've seen those. Oh, actually, we rented one of those a while back. Remember?
Man,
With my brother.
I think you're kind of reminiscing because I don't think they do that anymore.
No, they still do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's still there.
But when we went
Oh,
down
yeah, they
to
do,
the
they do.
Ramon Ayala,
Dude,
I passed by and they were
still have the same bikes from like I was like 5 years
I don't
old.
know.
They were
Yeah,
doing
they
that.
probably
I
are
remember
still the
that.
same bikes. Yeah.
Well, that's a good business to get into. Then.
One time we
Man.
rented the boats that you would paddle, and
Yeah, we did that too.
we went out. And we're like,
were
yeah,
dying.
woo, the wind was behind us, and then coming back towards the wind, man, we were dying. out there,
Hell
man,
no.
dying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I won't do that again.
Blue Shore Pedal Lounge,
Blue
is what I'm
Shore
talking about.
Pedal
Oh,
Lounge.
and
okay.
they give you free beer.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
as you
you get a
pedal.
ticket. You're pedaling, so you're burning off those calories from the beer.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, they must give you some really great beer. I saw those people that were on it, like had jumped off and were dancing in the streets this past weekend. I was like, damn.
Sounds like fun.
You know
What's
what
in
I
that
just
beer?
thought of? Maybe we should reach out to Blue Pedal. You know, Blue Pedal, y'all want to do something? We would do a little podcast on the Blue Pedal.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
nice.
that'd be
Pedal.
cool.
Like
I'm-
an about
we're gonna be all-
town.
I'm like, anyway, next question.
Well, little secret is you don't have to pedal for it to move.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's a
Well, then I'm
it's
definitely
a
there.
total misconception. Yeah, right. Me
It's just
neither.
for- it's just
And there's
for
like a
looks.
big bench in the back. You just sit there, and that's where I want to be. I try to convince her to let me be in the Buck Days parade, and
Oh yeah, that'd be
she
nice.
was afraid I was going to
Show
show
me your
everybody my
shoes.
boobs. That's why she said I couldn't be. I was like, no,
Dang
it's too
it.
much of a risk. Dang it.
That is funny. That's cool. Well, in that case, I'm down.
Definitely got to do.
I'm down. Awesome.
So
What do we have?
what about
Uh,
the Ramon Ayala?
Oh yeah, the Ramon Ayala show. That was
You went?
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you like it?
It was good.
It was good.
It was a
How long
great
did it play
audience
for?
show.
About an
15
hour.
Not very
15
long.
hour.
Oh, come on, be real.
15 minutes.
Well, he was about an hour late.
Yeah, he was an hour
That
late.
was-
I want to say like an hour and 30 minutes.
probably an
And-
hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah, and it was because he announced that he stopped at McDonald's and got a double meat
He
burger
said he was
And
hungry.
you
That's what he
and,
said.
and a Coke Zero on
Listen,
top of that.
he is the
McDonald's.
Mexican James Brown. Do you guys
Oh, yeah,
realize that?
yeah.
Like, and James Brown, towards the end of his career, was synonymous for that. Like, he'd show up, do 10 minutes, and then like, oh man, I'm gonna die up here, and people would come and they'd put the cape on him and he'd be let
He'd
off
walk out,
stage
yeah.
after like a 15-minute show. Ramon Ayala was doing that when I saw him 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like 25 minutes on stage, and then like, oh, like he was having a heart attack. The medics came. It was this big old. It was all part of it though.
Yeah.
He went, played the accordion for 25 minutes, and then he took off.
I will tell
And
you.
we're okay with it.
Yeah.
yeah, it was well worth it.
He did say he was 77 years old,
77.
Wow.
Yeah.
and I mean, big shouts out going out to Ramon Ayala.
Yeah, I think it was
and
his
then-
50th anniversary.
yeah,
right,
50th
of doing
anniversary
music.
of playing music.
And there was the first time he played in
In-
Corpus and an auditorium or something. You know?
Yeah, he
Wow.
said
No,
that
it
it
was
was.
in the first time playing there at the Selena Auditorium.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. So Corpus hasn't had him
Well, because he's
before
been
ever?
out, like
No,
in,
he's-
in bars or other places, but
he's
in Corpus
played
at the Selena
Like
Auditorium.
that
He
setting.
played at the Bank Center, right?
Yeah, but
at the other building, he
said-
just didn't play at that.
No. He said that this is his first time having seating. Like it's not a dance floor. It's like
Right. It's like
Oh.
a show.
like a show.
okay.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
he said that he liked it. It was going to be his first time doing it. But one thing that Takk on, he came out and they put a chair down and he sat in the chair and played it. I will tell you, 77 years old, sitting in a chair, that guy jammed.
Still,
Yeah. Oh,
jamming.
yeah.
Man,
Awesome.
he sang his heart out, played his heart out. I mean, that was like really, really cool.
Coming,
and
coming
then-
from a musician, the way he played that night is like if he was the recordings, like
Right.
the same.
Yeah,
he didn't
he was
change
good.
it. Like,
It wasn't like a 77-year-old man playing. It was just a person
Like
playing, a
it.
musician. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No
was
shade.
so
I mean,
cool.
he's
Yeah.
legendary. I don't talk bad about any kind of musicians. They
Oh,
already
yeah.
mistake
Well-
me for Yolanda Saldivar at Walmart all the time, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
dang
trying
it.
to.
they're
I had to
like,
dye my hair. I had to
Trying
dye
to
my
get on
hair
his bad.
blonde because I got tired of being mistaken. They'd come up to me, "Who let you out of prison early?" It was, scared my
yeah.
kids.
So another thing at that Ramon Ayala thing, his grandson
Christopher,
Christopher Ayala came out and played 3 songs with
16
Oh,
years old.
wow.
Yeah.
16 years
16.
old.
him. That was so cool to
That was
see.
so
Like,
cool.
and
That
he
was
played.
awesome.
I mean, you gotta understand, like, who taught him?
Yeah.
Ramon
Oh,
Ayala.
wow.
Like, I mean, come on, like that is so cool. And
Passing the
he
talent.
came out and like,
Yeah,
full
because I think the
energy
talent
and-
passed his son, or maybe his son wasn't doing that, but the
no, his son
grandson,
played.
his son played.
No, his son. I think he just sings. He
Yeah,
doesn't
he-
play the accordion.
Well, I'm sure he has more than
Oh.
one son, no?
Well, yeah, of course,
no,
but
just one. Nah.
but I had seen
That we know
videos of Christopher playing when he was younger.
Oh wow.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
he was young. He brought him out on stage. I think it was Dallas or somewhere. Don't quote me, but he brought him out. He was a real young kid. I mean, he had to be at least 12 at the time.
I hope that kind of talent is genetic. My last baby daddy was a musician, and man, I'm hoping my baby girl, she grows up and makes mama some money.
Yep.
That'd be
That'd
great.
be awesome.
Got that rhythm.
Yeah.
It's about time for the kids to take care of us.
No, I'm really lucky. I have a 22-year-old son, and he's just amazing at, like, he loves his mom. He
Oh yeah.
takes good care of me. He's always trying to help me, encourage me. And definitely, I think that's just
So that
a
shows that you
blessing,
raised
my
them,
treasure.
raised them good.
I used
And a lot
the
of time
chancla a lot.
as parents,
I used the
we
chancla.
think,
I did.
did we fail at raising our children or did we do? But like myself, I have custody of my 2 kids.
Mhm.
I have 3 kids. One I don't have full custody, but the other 2 I do. And as growing up as a single parent, you think like, did I do good for my children, right?
I do think you
And then
can
when
question
you
that more as a
see
single
people,
parent.
and people tell you, man, your son, your daughter, they're so
Yeah.
respectful. They're not like the other generation, the other kids that are disrespectful. Makes you think to yourself, like,
Yeah.
man, I did a good job.
And your kids are
Decent,
awesome. I've met them both. They're amazing kids.
And sometimes it's not that. I mean, it's hard to raise kids and the responsibility of it, but the principles are simple. Like, teach your kids good manners.
Right.
Teach your kids the difference between right and wrong. Yeah, respect. Like, I think that's just something that's lacking a lot in kids today.
Okay, talking about manners, right, like that, right? Now that we brought that up. So when myself, right, I walk out of a store and I see you, a woman, walking, and I hold the door open for you.
Yes.
What do you do when you pass me?
I say thank you. I pat my
Right.
stomach so you think that I'm pregnant and
Right.
not just fat. You know, I thank you.
That's fine. But a lot of the times, these women or people in general take it for granted, you know? So I hold
That I
the door
just
open
assume you're going to
and
hold the
no,
door open.
yeah,
for me.
they just assume
Yeah.
that, oh, that dude's in front of me, he's going to hold the door open.
Just walk
Sometimes
right
when they
through.
pass me and they don't say thank you or being generous, I want to slam the door back in their face, you know? But
Oh, yeah, but that's common courtesy.
that is common courtesy, and I do it all the time. Sometimes my girlfriend, we're walking, and I let her in first, and then I let 2-3 other people, and then she stands
and then
there and
she
waits
kicks
for
your
me.
ass because
Yeah,
you're not.
'cause
Oh,
she's
you're only
like-
supposed to hold the door open for me, not anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. But I still do it, you know, because
Like
that's the way
that's a Mexican girlfriend right
you're
there.
raised, you know. So it's like eat all your food on your plate. You know, it's a Mexican thing. You have to do it.
You see, and
Yeah.
that's like one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you talked on it because I actually posted on my Facebook on
Oh,
it.
what?
And
What
it
did
blowed up. Say thank you.
You.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. If somebody holds the door for you, say thank you. They don't have to do it. They don't. I mean, really, they don't have to hold the door for you. You're nobody. You're the same person that anybody else is going through the door. When they hold the door for you, just say thank you. That's like my biggest pet peeve. Just say thank you.
Yeah. And I've seen wherever sometimes he'll hold the door, they'll walk right through, not say nothing. He's like, "You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome." And they just walk off. They don't say
Well,
thank you.
now I can tell when they're not going to tell me welcome. I just let the door go. Bah! Hit them right in the forehead, and I'm
Might
like,
as well.
That
You're
might be
welcome.
Especially
assault.
the big heavy glass ones from Dillard's, you know. Boom.
Yeah, dang. Well, those go real slow, so they got some time.
hey, so you know
So what about when it's those doors that open by themselves?
Well,
Say
how are you
thank
gonna
you.
open?
Say tell Dylan thank you.
Say thank you to the Walmart greeter.
Hey,
That's a hard
the
job.
sensor that goes off, you know.
electricity.
You know, so how many of y'all have gone to go eat Outback?
Outback,
The
I love
restaurant.
Outback.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gone, but I don't remember.
Have you ever noticed that they have a doorbell in the front?
No.
Mm-mm.
Probably because
I
I'm
don't go there.
hungry.
They
No.
don't accept the EBT card.
They have a damn doorbell, and I've always seen this doorbell, and I'm all like, man, one of these days I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
ring it.
press it.
Did you do it?
I did it.
And then what happened?
I walked in, and I
A
was all,
kangaroo jumps out.
well, I walked in, and the girl's standing there, and I'm all like, do you know that there was a doorbell there? She's all like, no. I said, what happened when I rang the doorbell? She's all like, you rang a doorbell? The hell are you talking about? She looked at me like I was insane. And I was all like, yeah, the doorbell? What, I rang a doorbell. And she's all like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And like, she's literally looking at me all crazy. Sylvia's looking at me like, what the hell? So we sit down, and then she comes back, and she's all, there is a doorbell out there. I don't know what it's for. And I said, oh, she's all, I'm going to go ask the manager. She goes to the manager and comes back. She's all, nobody knows what it's for. And I said, so there's just a doorbell out there? And then some girl comes from the back. She's all, hey, do y'all know who's ringing the doorbell up front?
Oh my God.
I was all,
So it was all
No
the way in the
idea.
back just in case the cooks were there and nobody else was in the front.
well, what they said it was for is when the people that come drop off the
Deliveries.
the deliveries, they go to the back, and if they don't answer, the front's usually locked, so they'll ring the doorbell and it buzzes inside there. She's all, nobody has ever rang that doorbell
Oh,
before.
wow.
I was all like,
I was starting to think a boomerang would just start flying by.
So what I want to go do is do a TikTok over there and like start a big old viral thing where they're
Well-
always going to go ring that doorbell.
Well, I want
piss
to
off
do
Outback.
the picture
If-
frame at what is that other called that country place?
Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel. I want to put a picture frame in black and white and hang it up. Have you seen that?
Nuh-uh.
It's a trend right now. So you take like a
I'm gonna
family
go take a
picture in
picture.
black and white or whatever, and then when you go sit down, like you stick it to the wall, like it's your own picture. You know what I mean? Because have you noticed who are those people at Cracker Barrel that are all over the walls?
Yeah.
Nobody knows, you know. So Google it, look it up. You know, look it up on TikTok and
I'm
stuff,
gonna
and it'll
look that
show it
That
on there.
is
I'm gonna go do
funny.
Hey, so that doorbell at the Outback, is that at like every Outback or
Well,
just
I
that
don't
one
know.
here in
Should we go to
Corpus?
another Outback?
Let's
and
go look
check?
at all the Outbacks.
I want to say
I'm
it's
down to go
Road
to
Trip.
What's the
Outback.
next closest Outback?
Well, see that's the thing. I'm gonna do a
It's all
TikTok.
back.
I'm gonna go do a TikTok, and it's gonna go viral. And I'm gonna be like, look, guys, you ring this doorbell, and you get a free meal.
Oh.
But if you ring it 3 times, you have to do it as like a beat.
Secret
and they'll
code
Somebody
and-
will appear.
Cheat
Yeah.
code for free meal at Outback.
exactly.
Oh,
And
And
you
ring
do
it
it.
1 2
What is
1
that,
2.
Yeah, exactly. And
Some
you know,
kind of code.
What is it? The brownie volcano cake or something like that? or the onion blossom, a free onion blossom.
They will come and find you. Don't do
that's I'm thinking about doing it. So like,
What do you-
Outback's in.
I dare you.
Do you think
Let's
there's
do
a
it.
doorbell out back?
Yeah, well, that's what she said. Yeah, but
You should try stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
He is freaking
Hey,
hilarious.
but I'll give you my, my tape and stuff. I'll record myself and give it to you.
I don't need to see those kind of things, sir. Save
Yeah, I
that
get
for
those in my
your
DMs all the time.
Actually, you're gonna have to pay for my OnlyFans to see my tape. That's what you're gonna have to do.
Golly.
You just go any open mic. Just go
Yeah.
out there and
Ooh.
take
Do
your
it,
girl.
Tyler.
At least you know one person's gonna be laughing at you.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
might not be laughing at
Well,
your
no,
jokes,
she
but she's
really
gonna laugh
doesn't
at you.
laugh.
Laughing with
She,
you.
she really doesn't
Girl.
laugh, and then she encourages everybody else not to laugh.
Yeah.
Like, "It's not that funny. Why are you laughing at him?"
He's
Sure.
not that
She
funny.
does it
Sure.
all the time.
She's gonna have that red that shirt saying "He's mine,"
Yeah.
and his joke's gonna be all, "I can't talk,
can't."
guys, I can't." So
You should, though,
actually,
Carlos.
maybe we should talk about that a little bit. The open mics, like, what do you recommend that to people out there to do? Like,
Definitely. If you have an interest in comedy, you want to figure out if comedy is for you, look up an open mic in your town, and there's really everywhere. When I first had an idea to do open mic, I was living in Brownsville at the time, and there was no kind of comedy scene there. Now there is. Corpus Christi, of course, has multiple open mics. I think we're like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even a Friday night one at Panacea now.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's
have to
starting
try
to
it
be
out
comedy in Portland at Peps.
Oh yeah.
There's
Peps.
even a
That's a good
comedy
restaurant.
show
Peps
that
is good.
happens out in Mathis at Vans. That happens. I want to say once a month they do that. We want to start taking comedy out to like the Rockport area too. We need to develop a room, and that's really what I'm looking for right now. Is if anybody has any ideas, I'm looking for a bar to host an open mic in.
Okay.
I want to host an open mic again. I love seeing new people come in with their ideas and their jokes and.
well, I
That is
know
cool.
of a bar that you would, I guarantee, do amazing over there, and I've already talked to him, so he's down whenever you
We'll
are
do
at
it.
in
Absolutely.
Kingsville.
Oh yeah.
Kingsville,
Kingsville.
Texas.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We've
He was
already
actually on watching us.
Oh, for real?
Uh-huh.
And they're
Kingsville.
starting to do some comedy out there too. There's I don't know where your friend is from, but I can't remember the name of the restaurant over there. But Kingsville shows up for comedy too. So I think anybody does. Just you got to go to that first, like kind of, pop your cherry. Go to the first comedy show. Don't be afraid. Don't sit too close up if you don't want anybody to make fun of you. But go. Absolutely, it's a great date
wore
night.
a-
It's a great night out with your friends.
Yeah.
Guys' night, girls' night. I mean, it. Once you go, the next time you leave and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go back again. Because especially as we get older, like, no, what are we going to do? Hang out in bars? I'm not trying to get pregnant again. So that's not the place for me. But go to a comedy show. You're not only entertained, most of the time they have food there, they have drinks there,
Right.
but it really gives you something to talk about the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try one of those out because if I could balance my work and my girl that's bipolar and I'm in love with all 4 or 5 of her,
There you go.
I mean I could balance
There you
comedy
go.
at the same time too.
Yeah, you should try it. You should. We'll go. We'll be out there.
See?
Well,
Yeah,
but
of
y'all
course.
gonna have to leave because if nobody else laughs, well then it's only y'all.
That's okay.
All right.
You should, Carlos. Though I'm
yeah,
being
we'll
I'm going to
try
say
it.
the
I'm
Hidden
being
Door.
serious.
There's an open mic tomorrow night at the Hidden Door. I think that starts at about 9:30.
Is that door hidden?
That door is hidden.
What color is it?
Whoa.
the black door.
Hold on. This is Facebook, sir.
It's a family show.
So actually, since Texas Jams was on there, that kind of brought up Kingsville.
Mhm.
I know the Kingsville people in, I believe, going Toloso area. All them kids went back to school already. So
Already?
y'all have
Oh,
a
yeah.
great year,
Yeah.
guys. A big. Hopefully y'all.
Is
have,
it just me or did it start so
It
soon?
starts
It
early
started
because I
soon.
think it's year round, so they're not
Well,
taking off
oh,
so much
okay.
time.
Well, I just found out in Kingsville, where my nephews go, that district, they don't go to school on Fridays.
There's no more
yeah,
Friday
they
Friday-
school.
stopped it. Yeah,
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
they just
they're
go
off.
an
Oh,
extra
3-day
hour. I think they start a little bit earlier.
Somebody
Oh,
needs to
no.
let CCISD
I
know.
know.
I think that
sounds
is so
amazing.
cool.
I mean, this whole
Yeah,
time,
me
our
too.
whole lives, we wanted school to only be 4 days, right? And now we're already all big, and now they're doing
Now
it.
it's
You're just
happening.
Like,
It's sad that it's happening because they can't afford it. That's really probably why it's
Oh,
happening is
yeah.
to cut
Oh,
costs.
probably, yeah.
Is that what it is?
We are facing a teacher shortage like
I've heard of
nothing
that.
else.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
matter of fact, they would let me substitute teach your
Well,
children.
because
okay?
everybody's getting
They
paid more
are.
on
Yeah, that tells
OnlyFans.
you
So
a
they'll
lot.
just-
That
they'll
should
take
tell you a
anybody.
lot. It really should.
Dang it.
But there's a shortage of teachers, and then the people that are really committed to teaching. Oh, like you were talking about Javi's wife, Jen. I mean, amazing professional. She's now an assistant principal at
Oh, wow.
Driscoll.
Congratulations.
I shouldn't even be saying, but at one of the most challenging middle schools here in Corpus
Yeah.
Christi,
Well,
she has
congratulations to
taken.
her.
Yeah, absolutely. She's an amazing, intelligent woman.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I mean, I it's very rare that like you meet somebody and like especially when like it's your friend's partner, your friend's girlfriend, and at the time, and as I was like, but I've never, I probably comparable to you too, that they are such a great team together,
That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
and I just love her.
And I know she's the support of his. She's the salesperson.
She's the merch person.
Yeah.
she's
She's
the
every-
manager, everything.
She
Yeah.
And
supports him.
I
That's
knew
awesome.
him already as a comedian when she was his girlfriend and then she became his wife. When we're in this together, we're always kind of looking at each other's partner like, is that person going to add to you or take away?
Yep.
And Jen has always just been an amazing addition to his
And
life.
that's good when
That's
you're
awesome.
a duo couple like that.
Yes.
You know, in a
Nothing
relationship,
can
and
stop you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except then you're single like me, and it's going to be okay. Thanks.
I mean, soon you'll have a
Another Sancho, I know.
no, you'll have a companion Facebook.
I can join
I can-
Facebook.
Could join
Well, it is
Facebook.
Facebook.
corporate, so there's
No.
always somebody out
I'm
there
telling.
for you.
I hate men. I hate men. I'm sorry. I mean, like okay. So I'm doing the baby mama Bible. I'm doing the stepdaddy, the stepmother Bible, and I'm trying to work on the baby daddy Bible. But all I've got so far is just pay your fucking child support. I mean, it just
Over and over and over.
over and over again. And yet I
hate you, I
support
hate you.
LGBTQ rights. And if somebody could teach me how to be a lesbian, I'd be happy to join those ranks. But I mean,
But until now, she'll just pick another baby daddy.
Yep.
no.
A big shout out going out to Cece. Big shout out going out to Dante. Dante said for you to go to sleep already. You got to go to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you better go to work.
He's trying
In
to
the
kill our
morning.
vibe.
Really,
Yeah.
Dante.
I'm over here squinting my eyes to see. Oh, that's Cecilia Cruz.
Oh, I could make it bigger
That's
for
his
you.
daughter.
I wanna give a shout out to Araceli talking about school in
Oh,
Kingsville.
yes.
She's
Oh,
going
she's
to
going
Texas
to Kingsville.
A&M. I think 21st she starts.
21st, yeah.
So she'll be leaving me.
Oh.
She just
little
turned
baby.
18 and yeah, she's
Wow.
right.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
sir. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a
on
good
getting
thing,
I
that.
though.
felt the
Really,
same
that's a
way
good
when my
thing.
son left the other day to go to work in Louisiana.
That's
Wow.
Never,
far.
he's never left my side, and he left, and I got emotional. It's like
Yeah.
your kids leaving the nest, but
Yeah.
you want your kids to
Expand. Go.
expand and do what you didn't, because us, we're like, I always said I want to move out of Corpus or go move somewhere else or do something, and I always just, I settled. And you don't ever want your children to settle. That's why I'm
Right.
gonna go to the open mic. I'm gonna go to the open mic.
You should.
You should.
Oh,
You should
my
totally go to-
God,
And we're gonna try it out. You know,
The-
'Cause
it's
maybe
the-
I'll be on your tour.
You
know, who
just
knows?
you just said that and
Yeah.
it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
We're going
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well, wherever you want to go, we'll go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
So what's the first step? Like, what's the first thing he
So
should
what
do?
I
Show
would
up.
tell, like, if I've got advice
Yeah.
for somebody who's going to start open mic, just get 2 jokes together. They give you 5 minutes. Some places will give you 7 to 10. But really, all you need to figure out if you're going to do this is 2 minutes, because you're going to get up there and you're going to be scared.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be scared. You're going to be nervous. You're going to wonder, what the fuck did I sign up for?
Well,
What
I
if nobody
mean-
laughs at me? It's like you suffer from this imposter syndrome. But there's no certification to being a comedian.
Yeah.
There's no license you have to take out. Like, you're going to go do 2 minutes of jokes and boom, you're a comedian. How about that?
Yeah.
So, it's like the easiest thing really to accomplish. Now, are you funny? That's a whole nother story. Will you be
Yes.
successful? That's a whole nother story. Is this something that you will continue to do? Because there's a lot of people who go out and do comedy and then 2 months later, nah, it's because my wife doesn't like me to come out here. Oh, no, I don't have time. I work at night. I'm trying to work later hours. It really takes a certain amount of dedication to decide, okay, I'm
Just
just going
make
to
it
keep
happen.
doing
Just
this.
do
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to keep doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
because my OnlyFans already stopped paying me, so now I have to take other
They're
means.
charging you.
Yeah, they're charging me for nobody going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what they say: the bigger the panza, the better the chanza. I'm here
think
for
that's
it.
actually my personal motto.
So
Actually, I'm trying not to give away the tortillas for free. My plan,
your plan is to charge for the flour.
You know what? I'm of an
Until you
age
make
now.
the dough.
Listen, when you're younger and you're like, no, I'm not a hoe. I think you get to a certain age. Like, I am an older woman. I'm very proud of being an older woman. Like, I am waiting for that senior citizen discount.
Right.
I can't wait to join AARP, American Association of Retired
yeah.
Putas, because, you know, I'm just going to own it now. Like, I mean, I got 3 kids by 3 different dads. It's not like I was a virgin all this time. It's, you know, you just got to own it. That's like women empowerment. You just got to be proud of who you are and how
Own
you
it.
got here. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a serial monogamist. I mean, it's not a hoe because I was in extended relationships with them, but there was just a lot of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people were married for 24 years and some people were married for 24 years to 5 different people. It's, you
Yeah.
know, it's a matter of perspective. That's all.
6 baby mamas later, and I think I was doing
Marriage
something
is
right.
marriage.
You see, right?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'd had to
Love
figure it out. I mean, comedy is gonna have to do for me. Something's gonna have to do.
You absolutely should. And you'll know right away if it's for you or if it's not.
So if anybody want to hits me up on fans, it's OnlyFans Menudo. So, well, I mean that's what my nickname was this whole time because they called me Menudo because I had more panza than Chile. But that's another story. That's another story,
There you
guys.
go.
You know.
There you go. That's how you introduce
Joke
yourself.
number 1. There you
There,
go.
yeah,
There you
there's
go.
no
Got
other
one.
comedians
There you
named
got
Menudo.
Yeah, it'll happen.
It'll happen.
But are you with patas or no?
No patas.
No
No
patas.
patas.
Puro harmony.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
I know that you have a couple of a group of comedians that you kind of commute together, kind of deal together. If you want to give just a shout out to them, you know, so people can
Oh
follow
man,
all
listen,
them.
follow me on Facebook because tomorrow I will be on Wendell Williams' Wednesday with Wendell's podcast. He's another comedian. He's been here in Corpus Christi for quite some time. Absolutely one of the most gentlemanliest comics I've ever had the pleasure of working with. I'll always forever shout out Javi Luna, Universal Comedy. That guy, the original Gordito, man, he has taught me so much about what I know in comedy. Another comedian here in Corpus Christi, Brandon Dolly, Jen De La Fuente, Blake Trevino for sure is a very funny guy and starting to produce a lot of shows that are happening here in Corpus Christi. So I'm really proud to see the comedy scene come out of the comedy clubs because comedy can happen anywhere. It doesn't necessarily need to be in a club. It can be in a backyard. It can be, you know, in an industrial hangar.
Oh,
In a school gym. We've done. I mean, I've even done
F-150.
a comedy at a funeral.
wow.
Really?
Oh man,
How
that
did-
was
how
yeah.
did
You're
that
talking
go?
about
That
Yeah.
is
and then I
Let's-
had
let's
to
talk
break the
about that.
room.
Did they die laughing?
How you know what? The guy, the señor, he was bien chistoso, and that's why they thought that they would have like it was like he had passed away like 6 months before, and I think it was during the time of COVID, and so they couldn't do a gathering. So 6 months later, they invite everybody to this really nice ballroom. Maybe it was in Alice, and they do comedy, and I'm the very first one to go up after the priest.
Oh,
After the priest goes up
So you
there.
have to break that
but did he
ice.
give you the blessing?
Hijo de su. You know what? I went up there and I said, I don't even know why I'm here. I just came to make sure he wasn't one of my baby daddies. I didn't want to miss out on that Social Security. And people were confused, but they were laughing.
Yeah.
And then it was like, hey, this is a comedy show. The guy was really a really great comedian himself. And so this was the best way to celebrate him was with laughter.
That
so.
is interesting. I love that.
And I mean, it's the thing. It's like certain singers go to funerals and they
Yes.
sing, and they want a song that doesn't have to do with
Oh, yeah.
that. You know,
Right,
and they're like,
right.
you know what, just. And I've seen them say, you know what, just this is a concert, and imagine if it's a concert and she's sitting there, you know, or he's sitting there.
What song
or-
would they sing at your funeral?
Mine?
Yeah.
Me importa madre.
Ah, there you
That's
go.
it.
Tony Mauricio.
That's
Tony
it,
Mauricio.
something.
Yeah. Corpus Christi legend right there. Does he still play? How's he
Yes.
doing?
Yeah.
Every now and then,
Every now and then.
he's out there.
He's one of my favorites.
Yes,
One of my
same here,
favorites, yeah.
same here.
Absolutely. That's so interesting, though, at a funeral. That's awesome.
Yeah, I would.
Story.
That was a little shocker there. I was
Yeah.
like,
One for the
funeral?
books.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
I don't know if
never
Felipe
will.
Esparza can say that.
Oh, man. No, I'm very lucky. I've been very, very lucky and very blessed, I think, to have worked with the comedians that I've worked with. And Chingo Bling and Steve Trevino have given me some of the most amazing opportunities I've had. San Antonio, the comedy community, amazing bunch of people. And ultimately, I think we've all worked together for such a long time. I'm very blessed to call so many of the comedians that I know family. Irma Linda is one of them. absolutely, aside from being a really great comedian, she's a really great friend. Like I said, Michelle Cantu, that's just barely coming up. Javi Luna, like these people just end up being parts of your life as you kind of discover your own talent and develop your talent. Yeah. And I'm a big believer that there's enough room for all of us to exist. So I don't really give into that. Like, we all want to be funnier than each other at the end of the day, right? Yeah. But there's enough stage time for all of us.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So we just try to keep it moving, man. Support
you want to be able
comedy.
To support and pull everybody on stage.
Absolutely.
But not only that, like, not everybody can go and see just one show. They're going to come and see more shows. I mean, the more shows, the more people are like, hey, this is something I want to do every week. Or like, hey, you know what? There's going to be another comedian here next week. And, you know, and it's not going to be the same person over and over. It's going to be more and more people going through really.
It's his other baby mama.
Yeah,
that's the other baby mama.
I was like, the bill collectors found me.
Damn it.
It is, and again, I really believe that it's addictive. Like once you go to your first comedy show, then you're always looking for where's the next one. And I mean, it's an art form, right? Just like you going and playing music, you guys are gonna have some nights where it's fire and everything's going, and then you're gonna have some nights where you know you didn't connect with the crowd. But hopefully people continue to support you and continue to go out, and I hope that every time I've performed, I've been able to win it over a new fan.
Oh,
I don't care about the men, though.
Well, I was going to say she performed well. She has 3 kids.
I do. Thank you very much.
What happened?
So do you find it like it's kind of like therapy for you?
Yes.
Well,
I didn't used to
right?
think so.
It's
no,
all,
bullshit is
it's
not relaxing. No, it's not relaxing.
Well, because once you got it.
Said the man who's never tried stand-up comedy.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you what it's like.
Okay.
You want to know what it's like?
Okay.
It's like standing in line to go on a ride at Fiesta, Texas. You know how you're standing in line and there's like all this anticipation. So you sign up and you're waiting and you're going through what you think is funny in your mind, the jokes you think you wrote. Then you're seeing other people up there and they're either hitting or they're missing. And when you see somebody bomb, it feels painful to you.
Oh, yeah.
And then the fear sets in. Well, if they didn't laugh at him, are they going to laugh at me?
Yeah.
So then you're getting closer to the ride, right? Next thing you know, they come up to you and they say, hey, you're next. So now you're in the ride. They're putting the seat belt on you. Maybe it fits, maybe it doesn't. Right. You know, and you're ready to go. And so it starts, and you're talking. Hi, my name is Danielle Torres. Thank you guys so much for coming. You know, and you're trying to sit there and think about the last time I was with my son, and I'm always so happy to hug him now because I don't know where his hands have been. And choof, the minute you hear that first laugh, there you are. The ride has gone. All that time you're building up, and then choof, you're down, and it's a ride, and you don't even hear the crowd laugh. What you hear is them not laugh. When they're laughing, it's like the air rushing past your ears, right? Shh. When they don't laugh, it's like, oh shit, did the ride stop? Is it broken?
That is awesome. I love that analogy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that puts it in
Scott,
perspective.
put that cricket. See if that's what you hear.
Did we go over what is the craziest story that you have?
It's been a few. So the funeral of Felipe Esparza. I mean, I don't know. I don't want TMZ to come up here, but I mean, these guys are comedians and they like to party. They like to go places. I'm not going to mention his name, but I did once shut down the Palace with a comedian that came in.
Wow. Yeah.
There's
nothing like eggs in
if
it.
anybody can
Yeah, I know that.
shut it down. I'd never been surrounded by so many boobs that were bigger than mine. And I'm just talking about the men. It's just
She said that and I looked down.
Dang it.
They have a really good buffet, by the way. I'd like to promote that buffet at the Palace.
Eggs and eggs.
Man, at 12 midnight, it comes out. It's a whole bunch of fat girls just there. We're not there for the show.
Man.
We're just there for the buffet.
We've been there before. I've been there before, so yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's one of the late night dinners besides IHOP and Denny's.
Oh,
What's
to go
open?
to the Palace.
The Palace.
That's
I
awesome.
remember that next date I'm on.
So that over there, that place, the one that you had the show at this past weekend, who else was out there with you on that one?
Oh, yeah. How can I forget Miguelito? Miguelito's also a comedian here in Corpus Christi. Really, really funny guy. Miguelito was on that show. Brandon Dolly was on that show. That show, I think, was put together by comedian Aaron Carranza and then a newcomer to the scene, Joe Hilliard. Like I said, comedy, people come onto the scene, people stay, people leave. And so it was a mix of like established comedians and then like newer comedians. So what's great about that is like that always generates a new crowd because
That's
a new
great.
comedian is going to bring new audience.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Yep. And out there, is it like a monthly deal or?
they are going to be putting on shows on monthly. Again, it's an outdoor venue, so you kind of bring your own chair,
we
and
used to
that's
go get
starting to become
crawfish out
real.
there.
Really, that's starting to become really popular. Like these outdoor shows, even though I cannot figure it out. Like it's South Texas is so
Yeah,
freaking
why?
hot, man. I can't wait for fall to happen in December. It's just
Yeah, because it doesn't happen in October or November.
no, it doesn't. That's why I said December. And we really get winter at
I was
about
like, wait,
January, do
yeah,
we not?
You're right. Yeah, January.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Karina Cecilia. She's over here texting me.
Shout out to Cece.
She said, "I'm hungry."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She-
awesome.
So another thing that I wanted to talk on, I don't know if y'all saw that the oh god, I just went blank on it. The yeah, we're gonna have to go back to that.
You're
one
sounding
'cause
like Epi with the sentences. Doesn't finish. them.
yeah.
So I do have another question. So, do you? I'm like, oh shit, I went blank. No, just kidding. We got a bunch of old folks over here now. So do you have like a target audience, or are you just kind of being yourself when you do your material, or are you like, I'm gonna try to hit, this crowd or that crowd, or you know what I mean, like?
I'm always trying to be myself, right?
Okay.
But I think I've said it already once on this podcast. I hate men. So my target demographic is the woman,
women.
is the wife, is the girlfriend. A matter of fact,
The sunshine.
I hate for men to like come onto me after the show because I don't want your attention.
Yeah.
I am not the kind of woman that's going to encourage a man to cheat on his spouse or his partner, because to me then I've lost my demographic because I don't care about the guy. I care about the woman.
Yeah.
I want the woman to tell her friends about me. I want her friends to tell their more friends, and them all come out to a girl night. Something I'm working on also in the works is I really am trying to put together a Texas Women in Comedy Conference here in Corpus Christi, because there is such a huge audience. Like I said, a lot of women find comedy because of their boyfriends or their husbands. They like comedy, so then they'll go to the show and, oh, okay, yeah, he's a guy, he's funny, whatever. When they encounter us, the very funny female,
Yeah.
they're like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. So that's my demographic. That's who I care about. That's who I want to laugh. That's who I want to find, relation in what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I am looking at the woman. The man is just there for me to make fun of. That's
Gotcha.
it. And so I do. I don't think I target men so much as I, sometimes these men just think that they're so good looking and they're so handsome and they're so important.
We're
and
God's gift to women.
yeah, no, listen. And I like to give
Sometimes they
women,
think that.
I like to give
call
women
us
advice
kin.
like, don't date men with nicer eyebrows than you, girl. That's a warning flag
That's a
right
red
there.
flag right
If your man takes more selfies than you do, run. That's absolutely another
red
red
flag,
flag, you
yeah.
see?
I
So
better not show my phone.
That's
So,
hilarious.
hey, so Robert Cruz
Yeah, I
asks,
was just gonna say that.
how can we get a few comedians for his tattoo fest?
woo woo, we are available for a private party, baby. Get in my DMs. I am happy to give you a quote. You can also find
they're having a fest October 7th, right?
I have
Yeah.
tattoos.
He
You can't
gave
see them right
us-
now, but I'll show you.
What is it, Robert? El Ingrato.
Oh, another shared Facebook look. See?
Yeah.
Oh
What
no, it's
the-
just
oh,
a
it's
picture.
just a
Robert.
It's just a
picture.
Facebook picture.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're having a tattoo fest. I think he said it was the first, right?
I think
In
it's
a
at
long
the
time or
7th.
something. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, is there
The very
I think it's
first one.
But
Yeah.
absolutely, October
October
7th.
7th, yeah.
Absolutely. Hit me up, Danielle Torres, here on Facebook or Cabrona Comedy Instagram or TikTok. I work with a number of talented people, and we definitely could put a show together for you.
Yeah, and they're really, really good. I wanted to touch on the going back to school. I saw that I know my son is a football player with the high schools. All the football players are going back already too.
oh,
so,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's already started up.
Make sure to keep them hydrated.
I'm
yeah,
so
keep-
excited.
Oh, man.
keep them hydrated, parents. Give them water. Give them any. Don't give them beer. Give them anything that hydrates
No.
them. I don't know if y'all were
Liquid
on the last
IV.
podcast.
Have you guys ever heard of that?
Yes.
It's
Heard of
thing
that.
and man, that thing, you
I'm
drink
ready.
some the next day, you're like, oh, that's great.
Well, no. I thought you were talking about where you actually go and get an
Oh,
IV.
the survive.
Oh,
yeah,
where
the
they
survive.
they
Yeah.
shoot
'Cause I'm
you up
ready
with
to
the.
Yeah.
get drunk, get plastered, and then the next day, get that done.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I'm
And
just
then you're-
not
and then you're
needles are
good.
not for me.
Good to
Your
go.
doctor has just
I was
came
talking about the
on.
little
Oh, dang
powder
it.
you put it in the
Oh,
water.
Oh, the
and
little the like the stuff you add to your water.
not where they like give you an actual IV.
That's what I thought you were talking about. I
Ah,
was like,
no.
yeah, I've got their little
would
pamphlet in my
scare
purse
me.
already. So
Yeah.
Does it
I've been-
work?
I've
Have
been-
you
yeah,
had
no,
I
it?
haven't had it. I think
I've
you've
been
had
there a
it.
couple
Yeah,
of times.
He's
Yeah,
had
it
it.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
scares me just thinking about it.
going back to the kids on the football guys, any of the sports I saw, the track and the football. My son was actually saying that one of the high schools here, that it was so hot that they switched practice till midnight.
No
they
way.
they went into practice at
Wow.
midnight, and my son was all like, "Dad, I wish they would do that with us."
Wow, that's
And I was all
But
like,
I think that should become a more normalized
Well,
thing.
it's either early in the morning, you know what I mean, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and
Yeah.
it's warm, but it's not hot.
Yeah, that
But
sun's
why
not
not
out.
that like after 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I
Well, because then you get the controversy. The parents are like, "Oh my God, I want to sleep. I don't want to be up that late. I don't, you know."
Yeah.
I worked for just briefly here, and maybe they're gonna find out I'm not gonna work there for very much longer. But for a service company, an HVAC company, and their technicians go out in the hot ass heat of the day on top of buildings, inside attics, like it is freaking hot. These
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Why don't we do this type of service after they're home for like after 6-7 o'clock? Like they're gonna be
Well,
home.
because they don't
Yeah.
want to sit there in the heat.
Well, this is kind of crazy because the way you said that, I met this one mechanic, and I was all like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I want to get this car fixed. He's well, you could drop it off at 6 o'clock. I'm in the morning. He's no, 6 o'clock at night. I said, well, I don't want to leave my car overnight. He's well, I only work at night. I said, what do you mean? He's yeah, I work from 6 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning. Then I'm off. I sleep and come back in at night and do everything. I said, well, why would you do that? He's because it's so hot out there, man. And then there's no traffic. I can go get my parts. I can get everything that I need. There's nobody bothering me. There's nobody calling me, is my car ready? They're asleep. So 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm there, putting the battery back together. I don't have to worry about the person calling, hey, is the belt back on already? When they wake up, the car's done.
That's so
Oh
smart.
yeah,
Pretty smart.
And then with COVID had hit, everything kind of slowed down where everything closed at 10 and 11.
It's still
But-
not back to.
I know.
Yeah.
no.
Walmart
Yeah.
still closes at what?
11?
There's
11?
only
Whether-
one store in town that's open 24 hours.
Which store?
It's the vape store off of Weber and Holly.
Ross is open till 2 p.m.
At 2 a.m.
2
It
a.m.
is. It
2
is.
a.m., yeah.
2
For real?
a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah, well, because you got to get an outfit before the club closes.
Because, yeah.
You know,
True story.
get a deal on that.
Yeah.
God dang it. That's funny. What did Dante say?
What is the guy in the red shirt doing?
He's holding the microphone.
Red shirt.
He's talking about Epi because Epi hasn't talked the whole time.
Oh, say something, Happy.
Unless he's colorblind and
something.
he's looking at the black shirt.
I'm giving up on you.
Can you see? I should have brought my
Yeah.
kazoo.
So
did it.
Kazoo.
I see I keep on going blank for some reason. What the heck? I might be hungry.
You're hungry. I think.
Yeah.
You're
I might be
hangry. You're gonna be hangry in a minute.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you for this excellent coffee, man. This was like better than Starbucks here.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes.
Brought to you by Julie.
Julie.
Julie, like I said,
Julie.
if that law thing doesn't work out, coffee girl, that's something to fall back on.
A big
Maybe you could name it Law Coffee.
Law coffee, there you go, right?
a big deal over the past couple of days ago. My daughter lost her pretty much her daughter, her puppy, her dog. She lost her dog about 2 nights ago. It was he rested in peace. She's no longer with us, but prayers for my daughter for her dog.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
never much of a pet person, and then I rescued an animal, and now she's like, I
It
really have
changes.
never, like I have kids, real kids, so I couldn't understand people that were all about their animals. Like that's an animal.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
But
can relate.
no,
Yeah.
my son's girlfriend has a cat that's very fat and very well loved. And
Garfield.
then- yeah, that cat is like the chunkiest cat I have ever seen. But She's beautiful, beautiful cat. And my son's girlfriend, like that's her child because she's had her since she was a kitty. And Ginger is my dog. And I tell her all the time, oh my God, you're such a dumb dog. But if I'm upset, she will not leave me the hell alone because she just wants to comfort me. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, dumb dog, get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was raised like my parents never took the dogs to the vet or the cats.
Right,
Outside.
Yep.
They were never
Mexican pet owners, right?
So my mom was like, I'm like, dog food? No, tengo frijoles,
Scraps.
menudo,
Yeah.
you know,
Whatever's left over.
whatever was left over. And I'm like, Mom, I think the dog said, oh no, dale un Benadryl, tiene allergies. My mom would give it Benadryl.
Well, you can. You can.
Which was over the counter, right? And now I have my daughter. I gave my daughter a dog, and I love that dog. It's a Chihuahua. Her name is Harley, right?
She's so cute.
And so, like,
You're
now
like
I
culturally
pay-
appropriating.
I've gone to the vet.
Because
got
that's
her
white
shots,
people
so
stuff. You know that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They've
You know.
influenced you now. They've gotten in your
Exactly,
brain.
yeah.
Your Chihuahua probably has a birthday.
And I don't
you
know,
buy
I-
a Christmas present.
Exactly. She's had
You're
a
breaking
birthday.
that
I
generational
buy her
Yeah, there you go. Right, you're
clothes.
healing that trauma.
Yeah.
You know, and I've taken her to the 24-hour emergency vet. I
Oh
never
my
do stuff
God!
like
You see,
that,
that's
you know?
where I'm
Never-
like,
you never took your
So-
kids, right?
No, and I thought to myself, like, if she survives the night, well, then I'll take her to the vet in the morning or something. It'll be cheaper.
oh, I thought he was talking about the kid.
Oh,
If the
no.
kid survives the night, I'll take her to the doctor.
And you know, I didn't before. I would give my kids anything over the counter. And now the dog's like, no, we gotta go to the vet. Now we gotta go. You know?
Yep, I can
So
relate
things
to that.
change,
Yeah.
you know. So
I had a when I first got my house, right? I had a rat problem, right? So
that was your pet.
Like Cinderella.
so they were just like there, right? And my oldest daughter's all like, Dad, just buy a cat. Like, why? Like, why we never owned a cat, right? So she went and got it. It was like a how do you call them? How do you call baby
Kitten?
cats?
A feral cat.
kitten,
Oh,
a
kitten.
kitten.
It was a kitten, right? And so she got it, and ever since we got that cat, we've never had that
No
problem
rat
anymore.
problem.
No more rat problem.
So, but how
And
do you
wanna
treat that
get,
cat?
They want to get I mean, the cat does whatever it wants there. Like, I try to pet it and like moves. And
He owns the
That's a
house.
cat for you, though.
So-
But it is,
Yeah,
and
the
that's
cat
why I
owns the
never
house.
thought I would be a cat person. That's why I
Yeah.
thought dogs were just going to be more for me. I mean, considering my dating history as well, I apparently attract dogs. So, but I didn't get a male dog. I needed a bitch in the house, just like
She
me.
wanted a pera caliente.
So
you know
that's
what I mean?
right. No, not a perra caliente neither, because she was fixed.
Oh,
Unlike
okay,
me.
yeah.
Unlike
Yeah, unlike me.
yeah.
So
I can feel the pregnancy hormones coming this way.
no, so see, I've been sitting here the whole time with my legs closed, and just how it should have been the first time I met my last baby daddy, but here we are. Yeah, I want to promote that I'm going to do a GoFundMe for my baby daddy, like a baby daddy telethon. His life is more fucked up than mine, and I want to help encourage. I don't want to talk down. I want to help lift up. So,
Right.
if anybody wants to send me any funds for my baby daddy's child support fund, please hashtag $sign
Well,
Cabrona
because there's going to
Comedy.
be a point in time where he gets locked up, so she doesn't want to see that.
Boom. Or do I?
Yeah.
No,
We wanna
I've
see
seen
him
it
on that
before,
sheriff's
actually. I've seen it before, actually. That's
Okay, yeah.
pretty stellar. And it's,
My favorite
Well, I mean,
one
like-
is the not the gender reveal, but the baby daddy reveal.
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
gosh,
exactly.
yeah. That's an old joke. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
that
I
one.
didn't even,
I
did I
love
do
that
that one
one.
this last week? I don't remember. But that's an old joke. Thank you for remembering that. Somebody else came up to me the other day and they're like, aren't you the one that used to go cruising with your son to go by the weed dealer's house? I was like, damn! Did you report me to the cops? What is this, tip rewards or something? What are you doing, man? Weren't you the one that used to hide the weed in your baby's diaper bag? Oh,
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm like
talking about pets.
Yeah, that's his baby right there.
that's not a baby. That's a half-grown
Don't
man
tell
right
him
there.
that because he will.
That's
get
like
upset.
those dogs from the Hunger Games. That's
Yeah,
My mom
that's
says she
the
could kill a
Sandlot.
person if she really wanted.
It's a
to.
girl?
Yeah.
So
Is it
I'm
really?
I'm
Well,
gonna call my service over here. Watch this.
That's the Sandlot dog.
Pressa, come.
Chopper sick balls.
Pressa, come say hi to everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Come here.
She's fixing to bump me off this
Sit.
chair and take
Does
over.
she have puppies?
Oh,
Is she
no,
pregnant?
No, she's fixed.
She's got big boobs. It's
Yeah.
okay. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, so this is
Hello,
our
pretty.
service for whenever we're here
Hello,
and
pretty.
somebody gets a little anxiety, she will take care of them for them.
Yeah,
Right, Mama?
that's his baby.
Yeah.
How much does that dog weigh?
She's 157 or 158.
Wow.
She's a
And
good dog.
that tail is lethal. I've been there and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hit me in the nuts a
Especially
couple
for
of times.
guys. Yeah. For dudes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right, go over there. Go. I'm good.
Aw, look at
Go.
him.
I'm good.
No, look.
I'll take
Aw.
it. Go to your bed.
Sit.
Nope.
So
Relax.
Just chill right here.
Yeah, so she'll make sure that no one's messing with me and that I feel okay. And I don't know if
That
I
you
used to
felt okay?
feel okay.
Oh, I thought you said you felt okay.
So like, when I had my diabetes, she would make sure that like of my sugars dropping. One time my sugar had dropped, and I was outside. I was doing something, and I was carrying something, and I saw her start coming up to me, and she was like walking up to me, and she starts pushing me, like putting her hands on me to start moving, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I turn and I start seeing like white spots, like man, like cars are coming, like, and I'm all like, what the hell's going on? And she's pushing me and crying, and it's not a normal bark. It's like, you know, like almost screaming, pushing me, and then she pushes me all the way inside, and like literally I'm standing there, and she stands up and knocks me over onto the bed, and then I call to Sylvia, said, I don't know what's going on, but you know, I'm not feeling good, but Pressa's right here with me, and she's all like, okay, so we call, you know, 911. They get here, and they're all like, yeah, your sugar completely dropped. You're about to be found in a coma back there. And I was all like, the one that saved me was my dog.
Wow.
And they're all like, what did she do? I was explaining, and they're like, wow, I wish more people had ones like her, you know. And she's like, she just made sure that I was okay the whole time. It was crazy. It was like, yeah.
They sense that. They sense, like she said, like when she's feeling bad, the dog never leaves her side.
But I didn't get it for comfort. I got it because crackheads were knocking at my door, and I was like,
You needed
a
that
friend
warning.
of mine was like, you just need to bark at the door. I said, what do you mean bark at the door? She's like, tell them, you know, they'll think that it's a dog. So am I a big dog or a little dog? Roar, roar, and then, arf, arf. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just get a regular dog. And so I actually rescued her from Facebook. She came complete, her crate, her toys, her food, everything, and she was fully house trained. And I mean, she's just been the best thing I ever found.
Oh, that's awesome.
The best thing I ever
remember-
found on Facebook.
I remember one time they went out of town, right? Scott and his wife went out of town, and the dog was here. So I came and, you know, fed it, let it go outside, do its thing. So when I came, she was standing right there by the door, and she was just looking outside. Like she missed
Keeping
him.
watch, yeah.
Yeah, she missed him. Like she was like expecting him to come in.
Yeah, they feel that sense. We left for vacation, and my daughter gave the dog to her boyfriend, and he said the dog didn't want to eat for like 2 days.
No, they
It
do.
just sat there.
I'll
yeah.
give you that because
It's
I
sad.
can't leave my house for longer than 3 or 4 hours is my maximum time, because if not, I come back and my dog has thrown up somewhere. And I didn't get it at first. Like, what the heck? And it took my oldest daughter, telling me it's her anxiety. She's so worried
like
that you're
separation
not going to
anxiety.
come back, or you're not here with her. And it was always like, I knew she wasn't sick. We only give her the same kind of food. So I would get mad, like, oh my God, what the hell's the matter with this dog?
Yeah.
And once my daughter explained that to me, I was like, oh, now I feel
Made
really
sense.
bad. Yeah.
It's because
Aw.
they're like what, like 7 years, like, so everything's in sevens for them.
So they throw up
if we
7
leave-
times. Is that what you're saying?
So
They
we,
bark
if
at the
you-
door
not.
7 times.
If you leave for what, 3 hours? You said 4
Uh-huh.
hours. So multiply that times 7.
Oh, they
That's how
feel it
long-
like even longer.
That's how long.
Oh, that
I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't believe anything you say, Epi.
No, I don't. I won't leave her
ask
alone
Google.
now
That
at
sounds
all.
like a curse or something.
Yeah.
All right, so we
Julie,
actually
is that true?
we actually
know
have
about that?
one of the most famous male comedians in Corpus on here right now.
We
He
do?
just commented.
Oh, Javi Luna. Great show,
Yeah.
y'all. Have a good night.
He's not watching anymore. That's why I put "Have a good night." It's like he's like,
Aw.
okay, that's
Probably
it.
going
No.
to bed early.
I-
99% of the people that I see on there, they say good night, but they stay watching us. a little bit longer. They're like, did they read it? Did they see my message right now? That's what I do on people's TikTok. Did you read it? Hey, me.
It's
Easiest,
So-
the funniest comedian in Texas.
Oh,
and
Is he
yeah.
the one that we
beyond.
were seeing on
Yes.
on the TV? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's freaking funny.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story
I
about
love
Javi. Okay, I'll tell you right now. This is probably his favorite story. I can
He's
have
probably
tell
still
him.
listening though.
So I went to the emergency room one time. I don't even remember anymore what I had heard, why I was in the emergency room. And this guy, the nurse that was checking me in, was doing my triage, doing all my vitals, and he says, "Hey, aren't you a comedian?"
Oh.
And that's one of the greatest compliments
Yeah,
as a comedian is to be
absolutely.
recognized.
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, I am. I'm a comedian." He's like, "Right, you did a show with that guy Javi Luna, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I work with Javi." Hey, tell this joke. Tell the joke that he tells about Javi did this joke at one time, like, I couldn't get work because I was a puta. I went to Kaplan College, like, and the guy wanted me to do his joke, not one of my jokes, but can you do a Javi Luna joke for me, please? He's like, great, and it's happened to me actually twice. And then just this past year, I was in the hospital in the emergency room, waiting in the hallway, and somebody came by and said, "Didn't I see you with Javi Luna?" I'm like, great, this is hell. This is like, they saw me, but they thought of him when they saw me.
Yeah.
Another reason why I dyed my hair blonde, because people were getting us confused for each other all the time.
What?
You see?
Hey, so do you have do you have a favorite child, Scott?
That's what my kids say. That,
A favorite child?
Presla's my favorite child.
Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is. I saw
there
it.
it is.
And she's trying to get me to put this on Facebook so she can use it against for me in court, since she's going for an attorney over there.
Hey, Robert said that, what did he say?
He doesn't talk much, but when he does, don't believe what he says.
Dang.
Who's he talking about? You?
He's
You
talking-
don't.
No,
believe
that you don't believe what he says.
No, I don't ever believe. Yeah, I don't.
You
believe-
never
No, but
believe
he's
what he
saying
says?
we're telling him to talk, and then you don't believe what he says. He said,
After he finally talks.
Well, yeah, because I don't believe a man that uses his hands to talk while he's talking, and that's the way he talks.
He hasn't, like, he's
No,
stayed the
no,
same.
no, he
I don't know if
moved his
he's
hands.
afraid to make any sudden movements,
Yeah.
because either me or you can get pregnant, but, he's just kind of
Hey,
chilling
it's
there.
2023. Anybody could get pregnant nowadays. You know what I mean?
This is a
That's
true
just-
story. That's a true story.
Just like I always say, $20 is $20. No matter how I'm gonna make it, it's $20.
What makes
Yeah.
you distrustful about a man who uses his hands?
But look at the way he uses them. First, he
He's
goes
not
like
opening
this.
a pinky. There's no pinky up.
No, there's no pinky, but he's like, you remember this one time, Scott? So I'm just like, okay, so what are we doing? Gestures? And he does stuff like that. Honestly,
"Yeah,
Keep your hands
Cool,
inside
well.
the right
Your
side,
hands
please.
to yourself, please.
keep
Yeah,
him in your
so-
circle.
this has been a pretty good little show tonight."
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm having fun.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me.
yeah, I'm waiting for your book to come out and bring you
Me
right
too.
back.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
wanna
As soon
come
as I
put
have
it
a
up.
copy in my hands, I will. I keep saying like another 30 days, but as I learn about the book writing process, there's so much. Like, I thought you just write it and you send it to somebody and it's the best thing they ever wrote, and so they print it.
Yeah.
But now it's like you've got to send it to all of these agents. It's this process called querying, and then maybe somebody will pick it up, or you can decide to publish it yourself. And so that's what I'm doing, is I'm gonna self-publish it.
Nice.
And then, I definitely want to do an Audibles version
yeah.
of it.
Well-
I want to do a podcast. Really is what I'm really looking at, because baby mamas don't have time to read books, man. We're too busy between
Right.
working, trying to do the laundry, spank the kids, go out with the Sancho. I mean, we are busy. So I'm hoping I do a podcast. So hopefully that starts percolating here pretty soon.
That's awesome.
Cool.
And
yeah.
absolutely, I'll come back anytime you have me.
Yeah, heck yeah.
course,
We'll
heck
bring
yeah.
you back all the time. Yeah, and then like I said, we're really starting this off, and I mean, this is our third show. We're looking to do some spots, some other locations, and go do some other stuff out there. Like I don't know, maybe the next one. I really want to do the next one in front of the water, like where the water's right behind us. Kind of.
On a day that's not too windy.
Well, I mean, I have all the
You
the
think-
whole setup, so I think I'm pretty good with it. So I'm really looking at hopefully doing that one, and then like I said, bringing my doctor in. We can actually do a video call with him, so that might be our next little thing there.
Maybe the Upland Theater or something. Cole Park.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I'm
never know.
down for whatever. I mean, maybe we could do I don't know, some locations here, but if you're like a local place here and you want to host our podcast there, I mean, that would be something pretty cool that we're interested in doing.
Highly recommend Julio's Easy Stop.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man.
I
god.
love
Oh,
their
yeah.
burgers.
Man, you talk about that
Yeah.
fry pie right there. That's like carne guisada with cheese on fries.
I've never had the carne
No.
asada.
Oh, man,
I
you are
always get a
missing
burger.
out.
I always
Yeah.
get a
Shout
burger
out
butter.
Randy and
Randy-
Roxanne, because they
Randy's really
are
good.
and they are super supporters of comedy. They are really, really great. I try to promote their space all the time.
Yeah, their carne
That's-
guisada fries are good.
Fat
Oh,
girl
we're gonna
certified
have to
right there,
go
man.
try 'em.
100%.
Go try them out.
If my doctor's on here, you did not hear anything about any kind of burgers or anything like that.
That's not what we're doing.
No, it's
No,
bunless
definitely not.
burgers that we're into now.
Bunless-
Yeah,
it's
bunless.
keto.
Yeah.
True.
You gotta
Carne
keep-
guisada is actually keto if you think about it. With the cheese, just leave out the fries.
Oh yeah,
And the gravy.
And the,
And the gravy.
the gravy?
and
The
the
gravy's
No,
on
gravy.
it.
man. Forget it.
Yep. Yeah. So like I said, it was a pretty good podcast tonight, and remember we're gonna also talk about August 25th, going out there to the show.
Please.
And one
The
more
more
time,
the
the name
merrier.
of the place.
We're going to be, it is the Royal Hash Bash Comedy Show with me, your comedy can of queen, Danielle Torres. We'll be at Panacea August 25th. I believe the show starts at 8:30. Get with me, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I will be happy to sell you some tickets, take them, deliver them to you live and in person. We just would love to have you all out there.
Actually, I personally gonna buy 2 tickets and give them away right now.
Yay.
Okay,
So
there we go.
So the way we're gonna do this is you got to go to her TikTok or her Facebook,
One of her
or
platforms.
one of her platforms, and put "I'm going to the show." Atomic Talk got my tickets. First one to come send it
First
to us,
one,
we get your 2 tickets for you right now.
Awesome.
I got my phone here. Let's give out some tickets.
Let's see. You got to find her because I'm not gonna put what it is because if you were
We've already
listening,
said it.
Man.
we've said it several times. If you were listening, you
Even
would
my
find her.
OnlyFans is good too.
But we can't see that one. We can't post that one on.
This is a family show.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
absolutely. As soon as I see it, I will be happy to share.
Yeah,
with you
yeah.
guys.
Just
Oh, yeah,
let
just
us know who it is, and we'll get their
This
tickets
live
for-
stream still going to be on after the show's over.
Oh yeah,
yes.
it
Awesome.
plays, keeps on rolling,
Yep.
and
It'll be
we-
on YouTube, on Facebook.
yeah, and make sure y'all add us on YouTube. I know y'all are on my Facebook right here. Well, the YouTube is going. Twitter, the Instagram,
TikTok.
the TikTok is short, guys. I think it's 700 more so I can go live from my computer and we can be TikToking it live. Because the other way it would be through a phone, and I don't want to do it through a phone. I want it very
Yeah,
more.
the way we're doing it here. Yeah.
You've
I
got a
wanted-
great setup here. This is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it, really do. Yeah, I mean we're working on it. We're moving along. It's been a little obstacle getting it going, but I mean we're.
This
we're
is
moving.
real. I mean, you could do a podcast and just have one person. This is like that you have so many people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's we
Yeah.
want to go with the whole comfort, the whole like kick back and talk. Not we're gonna talk about this, and no, I want us to kick back.
Whatever
you
we
know.
want to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
This was a good
Comfort
like
zone.
flow of the conversation. Though it was
Yeah.
nice. Even though
Yeah.
Epi didn't add
It
too
was
much.
a nice
Aw,
aura,
it's
right? It's
I
because
laughed.
he has to go
I
to
laughed
sleep
a
early.
lot.
That's good. That's good.
That's really good.
Imelda said, "Sounds like great food."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So-
man,
The
yeah.
Julio's.
Julio's is
Oh, Julio's
that's
is
like a
great.
Corpus Christi legendary food right there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think you've got like Julio's Easy Stop, you and I, and Texas Republic of Texas.
Oh yeah.
I grew up a street next to their
See the
next
hands?
to that
Oh,
street.
okay.
You see the hands now?
But he's direction. He's showing direction.
When Julio first opened, he's the original burger man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
It was like
best.
across the street from where it's at now, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Right.
across
The,
the
the
street.
parking lot
yeah,
across the
the
street.
parking- yeah, I remember eating that. So
And it's
good.
family
Yeah.
owned, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
He got it
Yeah.
from his dad, and then now
Well,
you'll see his
Julio-
son working there now too.
Julio is the original.
Oh, he's the
dad.
original.
He's the one that would cook the burgers. And
Then Randy brought in the rest, right?
actually, Randy didn't get there till a little bit later. It
Okay,
was
yeah.
it was Julio and his wife. I don't know her name. And I guess Randy and them were kids. Like they were
had to
still
have been.
young.
Because now you see
Yeah.
his son.
Yeah,
and now you
he's
see
the
their
one
son
cooking.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, so I just love that because I mean I started going to Julio's when I moved here 10 years ago, and so his son was very very little at the time, so
Yeah.
almost like you've kind of seen that family,
Bro.
and they've gone to so many comedy shows. I mean, they've
yeah.
just been wonderful,
awesome.
wonderful people.
That is.
Yeah,
awesome.
y'all can see that my service. She's trying to warn me of something. She's trying to say, "Get up and
That's
eat
it.
something" or
And-
something.
oh, maybe
Yeah,
right. You
I
said
think
you're hungry too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or telling you it's 9:30.
she's all. It's time to go to sleep.
Oh, there it is 9:30 already. Wow, that went
Yeah.
by fast.
That did go by fast.
It goes fast when you see Epi's hands move.
What the heck? Yeah, so we appreciate you coming out and come chilling with us and giving us a little 411 on how the comedy world is and
Thank you so much for
you
having
know
me.
once again, guys out there, y'all go support the comedy locally here.
Please do.
Support all comedy. Support. I mean, anything local that it belongs to us, man. It's Corpus. It's our whole. It's our whole vibe. It's what we are trying to make here. I mean, it's Corpus. It's who we are. It's our own people trying to make it, and that's what you should be going out and doing, is supporting it. Supporting any. I know that there's some art going downtown. There's the music world, the comedy world, the anything you could think of, the bike world. I mean, the bowling. I mean, the
even
football
the
coming up.
and stuff.
Yeah, the farms and markets. I mean, go out there, man. I mean, there's a lot. I get this message all the time. There's nothing to do in Corpus. You're
true.
lying.
Yeah,
You
not
are
true.
lying. You are straight up lying. There's a lot to do here, guys. Go out and do something. Send it back to us. Tell us what you did. Another thing that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon is confessions. Send them to me privately. Do not post them on their confessions. You can put it as
What
an
does that
alias, meaning something you did. It doesn't have to be wild or anything. Just something you did
that nobody knows, I guess, or something.
Or
Yeah,
you
some-
don't want anybody to know.
Can
Yeah.
I? I mean,
Yeah, can I go first?
Go for it.
Yeah, shoot a confession.
what's not my confession?
Huh?
It's not
Yeah,
my
no, go for it.
confession.
Just as
Oh,
long as you don't say
somebody's
who.
confession.
As long as you don't
somebody's
say whose it
confession.
was.
Oh,
we're
come
good.
on.
You want
Forget
to.
it.
Oh, you
I
can
just-
say if you want. I
Well,
guess.
I mean,
Well, that's the fun.
I'm just saying, if somebody sends you one in and says, "Hey, I paid for my girlfriend's tummy tuck instead of paying my child support," I'm just saying I may know who that was, and it was probably my baby daddy. Okay, and I'm not mad at her. Like, girl, go get yours, right? You got a tummy tuck, good for you.
Yeah.
But you should have encouraged homie to pay his child support, so you won't have to bail him out of jail later. So, some advice.
Because any which way you look at it, you're gonna
You're
fuck
gonna
that money
pay.
out sometime.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
gonna pay
Either
either
way,
way.
either
At
way.
some point. So.
But
Yeah.
he paid for her tummy tuck, so I mean, hopefully that works out for him.
So I had heard somebody had sent one in, and it was a pretty crazy one. The person said, "Well, I had ordered I was going to prom, and everybody else had ordered a limo. So what I did was they ordered a limo, and I didn't have no money to get this limo. Well, those people were going to go in the limo, so I called the limo company and offered them another $500 to come pick me up. Well, I wasn't at the place, so nobody got the limo. So the limo driver was out of the limo. The people were out of the limo, and they
That
didn't
was
get the
hater.
limo.
That's a
Yeah.
haterade.
That's
kind of
like
thing right
that's
there.
like a mean girl thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that was a good one. that
That's
was like,
worse than being
That's
like a
bad
porch
karma right
pirate.
there.
Yeah, that
Bad
really
karma.
is. Yeah.
yeah. So like, just send them to us. I mean, we'll maybe we'll put
just
it
kind
on.
of
maybe.
announce them.
Yeah,
I guess,
it's-
throughout the podcast or
yeah,
something.
something
And maybe
I
we
kinda
could
wanna
have
do.
like Usher playing in the background. You know,
These are my confessions.
Yeah, but all right, guys, we want to say goodbye to y'all, and we'll see you on the next one. If you're a local business and you want to host Atomic Talk, we're willing to go out there and set up and do our thing. If you are somebody who wants to come out in our show, message Sylvia. Call Sylvia's number. She is the one that's doing all the booking for it, and we'll get it going. We'll see you later, guys, and y'all stay safe.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Good night.
everybody.